We usually start ourselves in the tavern, but I just wanted to give you guys a quick look at the city of Enza, the place that you guys call home. Whether or not that be somewhere where you just recently started to reside, or you are a part of Enza when the merge happened, we'd all like to hear just a little bit about your story as you introduce yourselves to each other, sitting in the bar. Just a quick 1 or 2 sentences, just tell us who you are, who you're playing, and you guys, all 4, are going to be on a adventure. You've all received the exact same scroll or missive from the Radiant Vanguard, and I'm going to hand it off to you.
I'm so excited.
Okay, I'll start. So I am playing Draven Talus. He is a Terraborn orc. He's a spellblade, and he was kind of raised. He was raised more among his Terraborn clan, and was kind of came into his ancestral bloodline of this spellblade kind of culture. So that's kind of all I really got on him right now. Kind of threw him together last minute, so I'm excited to play him.
Yeah, we really threw you in last minute. I was like, hey, by the way, there's a game tonight. You want it? It's a good work there.
Yeah.
All right, I'll steal it
All
from
right.
there.
Yeah. I'll go for it.
Okay. I'm going to be playing a warlock named Tyek. Tyek Vancroft. He is very recently become a warlock. So he's just now gotten his abilities. And before that, he was just a big book nerd, kind of a strategist that worked for the Radiant Vanguard. But some stuff happened. And so now he's got some interesting spellcasting abilities out of nowhere. So he suddenly dropped his job there and was just like, nah, just kidding. I'm going to become a mage for the Vanguard instead and take some contracts. I'm just a human. I look like a nerd, I look like a kind of just like a book kind of guy, that's all he does. So that's it.
All right.
Very cool.
So I'm playing a gnome champion. His name is Calvin, but he's well known as Calvin the Coward. He is a wannabe hero for all the simple things: glory, secure honor, secure legacy. He's got some evident weaknesses that he tries to keep to himself. After a incident gone wrong, he is trying to find a bit of redemption, which is why he wants to be a part of this Enza mystery. So if he could hopefully get a good bit of notoriety of solving such a case, maybe he will no longer be labeled the coward, which he will always say that he isn't a coward. He just slept in, which people assumed he ran away from a battle, but he just overslept.
Okay, all right. How much do you think that do you want it to be so obvious that like all of us are already aware of that, or like just like, oh hey, new face, haven't seen you before,
Yeah, so he works as a PI mostly, because he can't be hired as a sword for hire. So he keeps it kind of like he usually wears a bit of the trench coat that he pops around, and then he grew out his beard so it covers his face. But the locals might have, I guess, up to the GM to decide, be like, that looks like Calvin the Coward, so who knows? Okay. Who knows how much of it could be involved?
Okay, sounds good.
Is it my turn?
I think it is.
Yep. Okay, because they're practice. Hold on.
That's awesome.
All right. Well, there, wildly western dirt. The only people that though are back at the saloon. They get too drunk though. They just call me Dub Dub because I always win. Because there's 2 W's in my name. You can call me Mr. Dirt or just straight up Dirt. I'm just straight a guy. Also.
Just a guy? What? I don't know. That hand looks awfully strange.
No comments on the hand, please.
So Mr. Dirt.
So instead of Captain Hook, you got Captain Gun.
Yeah, just straight up gun hand. Cool.
Very nice. And all 4 of you all have the exact same letter as well. You guys are supposed to venture into Ivory Hollow. It's this old kingdom that's starting to sink lower and lower and lower into the ground that a ravine is starting to almost entirely eat. We would like to recover a couple of things from this, lost civilization that we haven't been able to discover anything from for quite some time. But that's not how we discovered Ivory Hollow. A few towns around this area, a heavily wooded area of Ivory Hollow, there's just a couple of towns that experience random undead walking into their territory. Like a random zombie will walk into a village, easily dispatched, but nobody knows where the heck it came from. A random undead squirrel, or you'll see an undead wolf. Different types of undead showing up, and it seems that something from Ivory Hollow has to be the source.
Very interesting.
Just undead undead squirrels. That's a
Right. Interesting. Animals.
yeah.
Wolves, squirrels.
Huh.
Honestly, before we get too far into that, I'm wondering, like, are the animals, are they like the slow zombie type, or are they like rabid zombie type? You know what I'm saying?
So far, the missive wouldn't have too much details.
Okay.
What you do have is like a couple of keywords, like feral underneath them, or you're gonna have a couple of keywords where it's like easily dispatched. So whichever one you think has the most emphasis for you is correct.
Okay.
Yeah. So you don't technically know, but they were both mentioned to be feral and easily dispatched.
Was there any mention in the letter about possible like missing people or anything like that? Like there's been an uptick in missing people?
From what you guys can tell, no, it hasn't started to become a real big problem yet. But as everybody knows with the undead, the second you let that tumble out of hand, you lost.
That's true. Really something you have to get ahead of before it gets out of hand. So it sounds good to me. All right. I don't think, for me personally, I don't think there's anything Tayek needs to pick up before we take off. Like, I'm ready enough as is, unless we should get, like, go into this with some strategy and get some holy water or something crazy if we think that'll help.
Definitely. And I do want to mention that every person who's part of the Radiant Vanguard, as a initial stipend, you have 500 gold to your name. 500 gold in this world is kind of like having $500. You're not a crazy wealthy person because you have $500.
Right. Just a bit of a per diem.
Yeah. But it is something nice to be able to keep you afloat for a little bit. So if there were some supplies that you guys really needed to get before heading out, we totally can do that.
Yeah, I think Draven would like to maybe get a potion or two before going out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like there's a potion shop that I could go to, maybe look for like a health potion or any other type of potions they might have that he might find beneficial.
Mm-hmm. And in town, it's a very large town, to be honest. So there's a couple of potion shops that you would be able to check out from. But just within this area, there is a dwarven potion shop that you could check out.
Yep, I'll follow to that for sure. Let's hit up that potion shop. See what they got.
And if everyone's going along to the potion shop, it's not too far from where you guys are at. And this is the bar for which the Radiant Vanguard kind of frequents. We know the bartender, we know the area, and you're kind of like right next to the office. But this bar specifically, in one of our very first kind of adventures, we did a task for this bar. So the Radiant Vanguard has a house right next to this bar for which you can go in to sleep. You have a cot or something to check in with. So it's not just the Radiant Vanguard that you're able to get taken care of by. It's also a house right next to this bar. So another reason why we frequent it.
Yep. Bunkhouse is right next door. Makes it easy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think especially with all of us basically with new characters, I think the idea for like some healing potions, definitely a good idea.
Okay. And if you guys were just going to walk a couple of stores down the way, you're going to see a nice big potion carved in on the wooden shield above the door. It's a relatively busy day, so you're going to see the normal hustle and bustle around the town. And if you were to go in the shop, you'd see the shopkeep, big, long, bushy beard, all the way down to his feet. He's got a couple of years on him as a dwarf.
Mm-hmm.
Draven's going to walk in, and okay, mind you, I haven't really thought of the voice that I want to go with Draven yet, but this is what I'm going with.
It's totally fine if it changes.
Yeah, no one will pick
Draven
on
is
you if you're like, I don't like this, I'm gonna change it.
Draven's like a 6'5", like Terraborn. Like he's got that orc build to him, that orc look to him, and but just like but stone, like like a stone build to him. And Draven walks in and he's like, "Well, hey, I'm just here looking for some potions. About to go out on some adventures, and I was hoping maybe you got something that might keep me safe over here."
This will be the first time Draven spoke to any of us. Just be like, oh my gosh. Didn't expect that.
He keeps to himself. He doesn't say a whole lot. Being Terraborn, he's not one that really interacts a whole lot. He's not very, I don't want to say antisocial, but he really just kind of keeps to himself and stays kind of quiet. So yeah,
he doesn't take his voice for granted.
Yeah.
So, looking at you, he's gonna just kind of chuckle a little bit and wonder, what are you looking to prevent, or what are you looking to fix?
Well, really hoping to look to maybe get something to heal me up if I get knocked down a little bit. Give me maybe a little buff or two, whatever you got right in the shop here.
Excellent. Healing potions aplenty over here. And he's just gonna point you to a shelf that has 3 tiers of healing potions, level 1, 2, and 3. Healing potion level 1 for about $100 if you really want to have one yourself. And it just kind of goes up from there at an increment of 100 per level. But if I know you look like the gambling type. There might be another potion that I could interest you in. We also have the gas potion of health as well. If you want to go ahead and throw that from across the way, or maybe even affect a fellow party member or two, this is the one for you. But for the gas potion of health, this one's going to cost you a little bit more of a pretty penny.
Oh, what are we talking about there for that pretty penny? That sounds kind of interesting. If I could throw it and heal my party members, maybe.
Well, for a level 1 potion, it's going to run you about 200 gold.
Interesting. The ability to heal from afar, or an area of effect, if you will, is double the price. That seems a bit overdone.
Well, are you a cleric?
No.
I didn't think so, so you might want it.
Man makes a good point.
What's that heal range on that if I throw that gaseous potion? Is that like a 1 space or a 2 space heal?
Yeah. He's gonna look at you, look at your arm a little bit, and he says, for you, I'm pretty sure you could get it pretty far. And it's gonna go ahead and open up in a 2 space area. I don't know why it was Jersey there, but
he's been a lot of places.
Well, what other kind of, do you have any other buff type potions maybe?
Yes, like one to make his skin out of like stone or something.
Well, unfortunately, we were all out of stone skin, but I got bark skin. That one works real good. I can swear by it.
Nice.
But what are you looking for defenses? I can give you a couple of different defenses over here, like elemental damage resistance. I can always give you a quick potion of that. It might end up lasting for about a round of combat.
Well, I think I'm just going to stick with that gaseous potion. I want to try that out, and take that with me. So, but 200 gold. What about that? Am I your first customer for the day, maybe?
Well, I've had a couple of customers today, but I do appreciate your candor. Tell you what. If you were trying to buy a couple of potions, I might be inclined to a deal.
I might be able to chime in and help you out a little bit too. I'm going to be like so lazily half reading a book as this is happening. I'm just going to like slam the book and just be like, have you heard of the Radiant Vanguard?
And he's just going to go ahead and look over at, what did you say your name was?
Who's he looking at? Sorry.
Yeah.
You. Oh, me? Okay.
Yep.
My name is Tyek Vancroft, if the surname helps you for your studies.
It's great to meet you, Tyek. You must be new in town because I don't know anyone who hasn't heard of the Vanguard around here.
Yes, see, that is in fact my point, but the truth of the matter is we are ourselves a party of both mages and knights of the Vanguard, so I was thinking maybe you could help my large high-pitched voiced stony friend out.
Well, my favorite part about the Vanguard is they pay well. But you know what? I might be able to think about something.
I'm thinking about getting that gaseous potion and maybe a tier 1 potion. Would you think maybe you do 250 for that, for both of those?
For your first purchase in my shop, I'll give you 200. I'll do it for 200, but you gotta promise you return to this alchemy shop next time you're looking for a potion. I really don't want to be giving away all my business to just anybody around the city.
Oh, well, that's a guarantee. I'll come back over here and I'll even spread the word that you got the best potions around town over here.
Thank you. That's exactly what I was hoping you'd say. And he's just gonna plop them out on the counter and wait for a little bit of cash.
And I'll pull the 200 gold out and hand it right over.
Perfect. He stashes that away into his beard, somewhere you can't even see, and he says, "Thank you, welcome. You're welcome at any point in time. If you need any other things that might ail you or potions to cure you, please come on back."
Oh well, thank you, friend. You're a good friend now, especially to the Radiant Vanguard.
Yes.
Yes, my favorite customers.
Yes, especially to the Vanguard. Mr. Dirt, do you think he might have a potion to heal that heinous contraption at the end of your arm?
Yes.
Well, yes.
Listen here. If I've gone this long with this gun taped to my arm, I don't think no potion will help. I don't think I. You know what?
That's a fair point.
Real cowboys don't need potions. I'm disgusted even being in here. Sorry.
Fair enough. Mr. Shopkeep, I will take 2 of your regular potions, please, at market price. I don't mind.
Okay, that's what I love about you folk. All right, 200 gold, and here's your potions.
Perfect.
And if everyone's got if everyone's got the supplies from this shop, we can move on to a next one, or whatever you guys would like to do.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
I would say during the whole encounter, Calvin was off trying to shop for a frying pan.
Definitely.
Okay.
And
So that's what he did.
You gotta have a good pan if you're going on the road. That's a good point.
Yeah.
there is a cooking store that you could probably find. Like General Goods for sure is going to have you a frying pan, but there is a couple of gourmet places that might be able to have a engraved frying pan.
I mean, engraved does sound appetizing to him. He would love a really nice like collector's piece. You know, last one's getting pretty rusty. He didn't broil it quite good enough. What can you find?
Yeah. And just walking through a little bit, you're going to see things like blacksmith, general store. All of those things would definitely have a frying pan at it. But going into one of the more gourmet type of areas where you'll see like whole legs of lamb being served out the window, you know that you're in the right place for the quality cooking supplies.
Nice. What kind of material does Calvin ponder as he grabs a frying pan and just stares at it? Just locks eye contact as if he finds a winch across the bar.
Definitely. And grabbing up the different variety of pans, they don't necessarily have, let's say, too many like restrictions on frying pans. So like you're gonna see this type of metal, this type of metal, this type of metal, and all different designs for them. Like you'll see iron over here. Maybe there will be like a gold-ish type of frying pan. You're also going to see something that's maybe a little bit more like silver. All of them relatively shiny. But if you're looking for something custom, it would be really easy for an initial or like a logo to be branded upon one.
Okay. Now, Calvin probably just wants, since his brand's not really great, he probably doesn't want custom embroidery, but he feels that iron's the best. Do I need to make a check or anything to know what material would be most appropriate? Because his mindset, I think, is gold tarnishes rust easy, so it only looks good the first time through. And then, but iron, iron's that durability.
Definitely. And if you want to make a check to like actually gauge the durability of each of them, please go ahead. That'd be awesome. Whatever you think works best for you.
Okay.
So if you like want to argue for straight intelligence, you could go for that. Or if you're thinking like investigation is your thing, go for that too.
Oh yeah, I have a +5 on investigation. So nice. Kicking it off strong here with a natural 1.
Welcome to the campaign.
Literally, last episode we had so many ones. It was ridiculous.
It was rough. I almost TPK'd you guys for sure. That was very scary.
All right. So can he like find one that's iron and he's like in love with it, but it's like not real iron, it's like a knockoff, and he just is like, oh, yep, this is the piece right here. These suckers, this must be mithril, and they put it in the iron section. I'm taking this. This is such a bargain, and he's gonna go to check out with that.
You know what? I love that. That sounds awesome. And just walking right up to the storekeep, they're gonna have like probably have gone through their spiel already. Like, you're looking for your kitchen supplies, and you've come to the right spot. Welcome to insert store name here. But walking up with a frying pan, he's gonna say, one of our quality pieces. I would sell this for nothing less than a clean 20 gold pieces.
He's like counting 45, 40, 20, 19, 20 gold pieces, as you said.
A slight eyebrow raise, and then thank you.
No, thank you. And he walks off with the most cockiest little smirk he has, thinking he just scored big.
And then the person who was right next to the shopkeep was like, did he look familiar? As you're walking out.
All right.
But,
so Calvin rejoins the party as y'all get y'all's potions, and he's just gonna have that kind of tucked into his backpack on the side, just hanging loose. He's kind of showing it off discreetly.
As we meet back up, I'll be like, Calvin, you're not going to believe this. Ready? Draven, say, what's your favorite type of cheese?
Oh, my favorite type of cheese? Oh, I like a good brie. Nice and smoked, and get that earthy flavor to it.
Yes. And I'll just like lean in and just be like, can you believe that? Can you believe that's his voice? That's insane.
What's your favorite type of cheese?
It does not matter, actually.
Yeah, he
I'll
just
smoke you up
nods.
a good brie sometime.
Yes, that'd be lovely.
You smoke us a good. I will smoke a good brie. I will graze it with moonlit clover. Faint silver sheen, subtle. It'll be. Don't even get me started on cheese. I make the best cheese.
That sounds good.
Did you buy a pan?
Yes, I did. That's a
very, very nice iron pan.
But a hot meal, that's armor for the soul.
Mm. Well, anyway, probably get to our job.
So from where you guys are at, you could totally take the Aussie Express to get there, lickety split, but it's actually relatively close to where you guys are in Enza. There's one hex over. We usually use hexes to determine where we're going in the map. I'm not sure if you guys have seen it, but it's just one like small hex over where there's a ravine that's starting to sink down into the ground. So you guys could make it to the Ivory Hollow relatively quickly, probably within a day.
Okay.
Or the Aussie Express will take you there in basically a minute.
Who wouldn't want to ride a dinosaur over? Oh, a dragon! I'm so sorry. I don't know why I said that.
Well, from where you're from, there are not dragons, right? It's not too crazy.
Oh wow, you are so right. Yeah. That's why. That's why I said that.
I personally don't want to ride the dragon, but this could be a democracy, I suppose.
Riding a
we should
dragon?
talk
I don't
about-
think I've ever rode a dragon before. Is that some fancy name for some type of crazy drugs these kids are doing nowadays?
Yes, well, technically, yes, that is a thing, but that is not what Mr. Dirt is referring to.
I've heard about the Radiant Vanguard having a dragon, but I don't think I've met him yet.
Well,
Dragon.
Kelvin, how do you feel about dragon?
Meh. So.
All right, well, I feel like
I
Draven...
think that means yes.
I feel like Draven and Mr. Dirt are excited to meet Ozzy, so even, I guess Dirt's probably already been. All right, let's do it. Let's go talk to Ozzy.
Definitely. And Ozzy is the resident dragon that is in kind of the middle of this aviary in the center of Enza. One of our previous adventures introduced him as a kind of guardian to this area, and he's fast become friends with the Radiant Vanguard. As long as you're willing to feed him copious amounts of food, he's willing to take you wherever you'd like to go. And luckily enough, the Vanguard's got that covered.
Perfect.
So heading into this giant like aviary or stable where you're going to see Ozzy, he's got a kind of satchel on his back, or a giant saddle where you guys could sit. Kind of like a giant saddle like from Appa from Avatar The Last Airbender. It's a 6-seater that's kind of in a circle.
Heck yeah. Tyek's afraid to talk to Ozzy, so I think he'll just go straight into the saddle.
Definitely. And as far as it goes, he's such an established person within the city. There is somebody who's like a liaison, like pointing you over here, pointing you over here. The Ozzy Express is ready when you are.
Draven's just gonna walk up to him and being all wide-eyed, being like, Well, hey there, Mr. Ozzy. This is the first time we got to meet. My name's Draven. I got the pleasure of riding you today. Very nice to meet you.
Sorry if it's loud.
Oh,
Welcome, friend. I do appreciate new faces, but you're
That's refreshing to hear. Thank you very much, Mr. Ozzy. Would you mind if I get on you now?
And he'll lower his wing down so that way you could walk right up to the saddle.
You're just going to see Draven just just excitedly getting up on top of into the saddle.
Definitely. And if everyone's climbing onto the back of our big old dragon friend, it really only takes 1-2 swings of his arms before you guys are 60 feet in the air.
Wow.
Being able to look over the entirety of the city of Enza is great, and this is pretty much what you guys are going to be seeing as you start to walk or fly away. So heading off into that direction, you're going to see a big clearing off into the, let's say, left of where you were flying off of. Looking down onto the landscape, there's a large ravine. Ozzy's already been informed where you guys have been heading, and he's going to be taking you to a clearing relatively close. He will ask you, though, do you guys want to stop at maybe some of the towns that have had zombie like influence, or do you just want to head straight into the abandoned city?
right. Good question. What do you guys think?
I think for Draven, he's probably, I'm thinking like maybe stop in at one of the cities along the way to see if there's any extra information we can maybe gather. Have they noticed any weaknesses when they've attacked these undead creatures at all or anything like that? Is kind of what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Well, if you're asking what we think, I say you just answered your own question. We should go think places where the action probably isn't at. So, yeah, I would have to concur with our squeaky friend here.
Yes, that does.
Oh, I'm sorry. I should have been asking it like this. What you guys don't realize is that even though you really never heard Draven talk much, he's a very high charismatic person that just kind of like he uses a lot of his like natural voice and all that to kind of he's got his appearance that kind of offsets people, but then he comes across like so like charismatic that it kind of makes people feel a little bit more at ease around him.
I do like that.
Calvin will always act annoyed by him, but after a conversation under his breath, he'll just be like, "Man, I fucking love that guy."
That's my favorite person. That's pretty funny.
So Ozzy was able to take you to one of the nearby towns that are kind of off to the side of the ravine. It's kind of within sight of this town too, so you guys know exactly where to go, but it's a heavily wooded area of a town that's like 6 or 7 houses in a circle, so very, very small town.
Gotcha.
And as he lets you guys down to the town, Ozzy says, "Don't forget about your phoenixes." And then if anyone at the Radiant Vanguard dies, a phoenix is released from their body, kind of like a crow messaging system, to kind of let them know, Enza know what happened. You can also use this phoenix, a small, tiny celestial phoenix that comes out of like a tattoo of yours, as a messaging system to get picked up from Ozzy as well.
What?
Oh yeah.
Have I just not been paying attention? When was that a thing?
Yeah.
Well, that's something that everybody gets when they are conscripted into the Radiant Vanguard.
Yep. Through many different means. There's tattoos, there's scrolls for the people that are babies and don't want tattoos. A couple.
Man, I hate needles.
Hence why Kelvin has his scroll.
And I ain't a coward. Not that anyone said that. Just
strange.
Oh well, you don't look like no coward, Mr. Calvin. You look like a really tough person.
I know. You don't grow this beard for nothing, son.
Yeah. Just be like, have we met before? You seem.
No, we have not. Now, about this investigating the scene.
Calvin, I understand you've maybe done some of this kind of work before. Would you like to, lead the investigation?
Well, more of a solo operative, but I reckon I could show y'all some ropes. So why don't we park this dragon right over here and see what we can see?
I agree.
Butch that.
Yeah, as we're coming in, I think I'm gonna be kind of looking out, knowing that there's that undead situation kind of going on, and this is one of the villages that I know we're stopping at. And I'm sure we'll have like a good kind of like sight picture that just to kind of be aware of. Are we seeing any type of undead currently right now? Maybe around that village area.
Okay, definitely. So as far as you can tell, no undead activity from initial contact. But if you're keeping an eye out, I'll make sure to maybe throw something your way if that does come up.
Okay, cool. But yeah, I say we put her down and go straight into town and see what we can see. Like Calvin said.
Her down. We're not killing our dragon, are we?
No. That is not what I mean when I say put her down, Mr. Dirt. Don't worry.
It scared me like that, man.
Just a metaphor.
Yeah, I wonder how dragon
Not very
tastes.
good.
No.
Speaking out of experience there, or all right.
Well,
Anyway,
well, hey, Mr. Calvin. So who do you think we should go talk to, Mr. Calvin? Again, if you're someone who's done this type of stuff before.
Calvin's looking up at the clouds, just staring at it, and first thing he always does, part of his ritual, is he's gonna predict weather. It's part of my ancestry trait here. Don't know if it's gonna be relevant, but always safe to check. It says you can actually tell what the weather is going to be in the next hour in the area within 1 mile of you, and you don't have disadvantage on checks or saves as a result of naturally occurring weather. Is there anything specific or odd about weather you should be aware of?
So as far as weather goes for the next hour, you can only really sense there's going to be like a light drizzle. So it's kind of partially cloudy at the moment. The sun's still peeking out. Easy to like fly for Ozzy, but there is going to be a light drizzle sometime soon. Like just barely on the cusp of what you can sense.
And we got to get inside. This cowboy hat cannot get wet. This is real leather we're talking about.
Draven's going to see. Draven's going to notice how Calvin's kind of looking up right after he's asked this question. And he's going to be like, "Oh, Mr. Calvin, I think you're right. We need to be asking a higher up in the village." Yeah. That because he's just going to assume like when he's looking, he's meaning like someone higher. He's going to, I think you're right, Mr. Calvin. We should go find a higher up in the village and go talk to them.
Yeah. That's good, Sweeks. Look, why don't you do that? I'm gonna take a gander at the last site where a predicament occurred of these zombies, and that's what he's gonna go to.
We're doing a split party, huh?
Yeah, the GM loves split parties, so I thought I would help him out there.
Definitely. So who's going where?
Calvin's goal is to go to the last taped crime scene of where a zombie encounter was, and then also see what the closest, I guess, witness or building that was there.
Okay.
Well, Draven's already kind of said it. I think Draven said into the village to ask like, this is like a small village, right? Like a very small village.
Yeah, super small, about 7 or 8 houses, not too many, kind of in a circle of community that has to stick together to survive.
Yeah. Draven's just going to kind of walk in. I'm sure some people obviously saw the dragon coming in. So I'm almost assuming maybe they meet us probably part way out, or unless they're Draven's going to try to take in the sense of like, are they too scared to come out of the village, or are they going to kind of come meet us? But he's just going to go meet everyone to try to find out who the village elder is, essentially.
Definitely. So you're going to see a whole bunch of like lines of bushes, and bushes also line the entire forest surrounding the town. These bushes are going to be heavily like fit with a bunch of different berries. And that's kind of like what this town is known for. So they're like harvesting the berries, squishing the berries, making them into jam, making them into wine. That's kind of like the daily tasks that you would see all of them working towards. Even some of the children just like being berry pickers. And that's kind of like what's going on for the town, going about their normal day. You would kind of see somebody like directing things. And you would definitely be an outlier with the dragon and I guess some odder appearances. So you might see the town guy coming up to you saying, what business do you got here? And you're going to see him in this like long yellow trench coat, more or less. He's got a brown shirt, brown pants. Kind of looks very plain and simple, but he's the best dressed, plain and simple.
Well, hello there. My name's Draven, and I'm with the Radiant Vanguard, and we've heard you've had an undead issue going on over here. What could you tell us about that?
Ah, great. I'm so glad that we could get you in here. The Vanguard, you said? We put out that notice maybe a week ago, so y'all work fast. I love to hear it. We had a zombie issue, and we weren't the first of our kind. A village not too far from us, maybe about a couple of miles off to the east, also has some zombie issues. First things first, there was about a pack of wolves that we had to take care of. Almost got my arm ripped clean off by them, but luckily it's not one of those things where if you get infected you die or even turn. And he's just gonna roll up his sleeve and he's gonna show you a almost masticated arm. Like you have like something here, something here, something here, something here, just totally torn up from dogs. Wolves.
Wait, when did you say this problem started now?
You know, I'm not 100% sure when it started, but the wolf attack happened maybe about a week and a couple of days ago. I'll put in the.
And that's the first time you've seen anything like that around here, or heard about that?
You know, it's not the first time I've seen an undead in my life, but it's the first time I've seen him in my backyard.
That's a good quote right there. I like that.
And did you by chance happen to notice if anything really worked on them well, or how'd you guys get rid of them?
Well, so in my day, if you needed to take care of a problem, you just smash it, and that usually works.
That's nice.
I love that.
Yeah, apparently both Tyek and Mr. Dirt are with Draven. Calvin's alone.
Oh,
I was wondering.
I like that. So now that's established. I feel like, yes, have you tried anything like the holy water or, anything of that sort, or just clubs like cavemen?
Well, we don't really have any religious folk around here. They come by every now and then, but it's kind of rare for you to get to have one of them stick around for a while. So there's not really a extensive list of holy water makers or suppliers around here.
That's a good point. I believe the Radiant Vanguard only has 2 clerics in all of their ranks. So that actually makes a lot of sense.
So before we get too far into this conversation, I do want to kind of head back over to our adventurer, seeing where we can find some of the bodies. And so with Calvin, I was about to say the whole name, Calvin the Coward. But so with Calvin, he's looking around. You're gonna see pretty much easy evidence of where there was a several wolf scuffle. It doesn't take too long just searching around the perimeter of the town, in and out of the wood line or the berry bushes that they have surrounding the village. You'd find where this scuffle took place and a large burn pile with at least 6, from what you can think is about 6-ish wolves, but it seems all very obvious and not hidden from any sights or views.
Okay. All right. Well, the first things first is he's already picked a handful of berries, and he's as he's studying the scene, just
Definitely.
he with his hands, turns around, sees the town leader, talking to the other crew out there, murmurs something under his breath about him also having a trench coat, and then he kneels down to the wolves and stuff. So let's see what he can find. We do have a nice little flavor feature here. This is his thing called magnified vision. You have advantage on investigation checks on something you're holding or touching. So he's going to kind of observe, see is that something he can do, is kind of investigate the scene?
Yeah, absolutely. What exactly would you like to hold or touch to investigate? There's definitely wolf remains for sure.
So, yeah, I think that's the main thing that catches... Well, actually, I think he wants to see if there's anything beyond that. I don't think he's too interested because they're burnt. So he's like, anything that they might be depicting, any kind of clues might just been scorched at this point. So and marred. So he's gonna kind of observe tracks or anything out in the adjacent areas.
Okay, definitely.
So I guess he wouldn't be holding or anything. So I guess he first needs to do kind of like a sweep. So what kind of check should I do for that?
Yeah, definitely. Whatever check, I always like to say, whatever check you think sounds the most likely for your character to use is fine with me. If you were going to use investigation, that sounds awesome. If you were going to use things like insight because you're trying to get some insight on the things that happened around you, totally don't care. You could even use athletics if you can come up with some crazy kind of thing for it.
Sure. Yeah, he'll just go for, I guess, yeah, he's just going to do a general sweep of investigation here. He knows it's zombies, they're attacking, so it doesn't feel like it's too puzzle-headed at the moment, so he's not too dived into it. We've got 2 higher this time than our 1. We got a 3 for a total of 8 this time. There we go.
Okay. So not terrible, to be honest, but nothing that sticks out in your mind's eye that says this is a clue. Like if you were going to look around at this clearing, you're going to see that there's enough room for a fire to have been had of the wolves' bodies. You're going to see that all of the wolves are basically charred over, but it's not like a big deep char that's kind of gotten rid of everything. It's just kind of gotten rid of surface level flesh. The bones are still there. You might notice that the bones are all black, and it seems like it may or may not be from the char.
Okay.
As well as the surrounding area is their surrounding area is mostly all well put together. You can see a couple of like broken branches and bushes from where they came from.
Okay. He's not going to follow that, but seeing that nothing catches his eye, could he follow back to these wolves and go into occultism check here and actually use his advantage here as he's actively kind of like, he's going to glove his hands a bit and kind of move them around, and then we'll hopefully do better here since this one with the flavor feature says he gets advantage on things he's touching or holding, which is also
definitely
+5 because that's still investigation. So there's a 19 plus 5 there, so that's a 24. Yeah,
there we go.
Yeah, that was a good one. So I'm gonna assume you're holding like the wolf's femur or something in your hand, right?
Okay.
So you got like this relatively large bone in your hands. Takes up about the size of your forearm as well. They're not dire wolves or anything, so it's just like normal wolf infected by what you can tell is some sort of undead curse. As you like rub across my cat's batting at me to try to get my attention. So as you rub across the bone, you'll notice that the black doesn't come off literally at all. It's almost like the bone was stained black, either from the process of turning into an undead, or they were just like that from the beginning. There's almost no white to the bones whatsoever, and just holding it in your hand, you feel this like doing a specific like occult check in a way. You honestly feel like this has a ominous aura about it or to it, not specifically owning that aura, but like it's lingering upon this bone. So like if you were looking hard, maybe like a little bit of black mist would come off of the bone, but like not enough to be noticeable, and kind of like you force that to come out.
Okay.
Hey, Alex.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Can we get a cat reveal, please? I hate to interrupt, but I'm really curious.
Can we get a cat reveal? Here, hold on. Let me switch over so I got
Cat
your
reveal in
camera.
the chat.
It's very important. Okay, here we go. Cat reveal.
I'm predicting orange. Yep, there it is. Orange. Called it.
Predicting orange.
Oh my
Sure is.
And it's a
cutest
chonker
cat
too.
ever.
It's a chonker, man.
Yeah, that's a big one.
It's quite large.
What's the name?
I
What's the name?
love
His name is Cheez-It.
Excellent.
Oh, does he like cheese?
Honestly.
He loves the breed.
Like he will beat me up for a cheese stick.
him.
That's awesome.
Calvin will take that bone, wrap it up in some linen, put it in his backpack, make sure it's tied off nice and pretty, and make his way back to the others. And he's just gonna be quiet. He's just like gonna kind of like stealthily approach, but he's not the most stealthy. So
Definitely. And
the
heading
frying
back
pan
to
goes
the
clink, clink.
Yeah, it'd be like, oh, Calvin, we're over here.
Oh, wait.
and heading back to the group, they're pretty much just finishing up the conversation, giving them the lowdown of where the zombies came from what they can assume, and the zombie wolves that caused them some grief. For the most part, there was no casualties, and the injuries are almost exclusive to this guy right here. So he's, in a way, the small town's front lines.
Okay. I got a question, if you don't mind. Really important one.
And what can we do for you?
I'm curious, do y'all have any like current berry products, like pies or something?
Well, son, you've come to the right place. And he's gonna just gesture over to his wife, who's kind of like in charge of directing even their own children for making some of these products. And you can see just a Pie sitting on the end of the windowsill, just like giving off those smoke trails from the cartoons.
Oh, he just like rubs his hand greedily and like waddles over there.
And he's gonna go ahead and say, "Yeah, around here we're known for the jaboba berry."
Yep, you don't gotta tell me twice. I'll take it. And he like flips a couple gold coins, assuming that's enough.
Yeah, no, for you guys, this one's on the house. And just a quick little slice of pie. And his wife's gonna go ahead and prepare it up. And thank you for dealing with us today. And
Oh, well, great. Thank you very much.
Wow.
love it. And they're just gonna go ahead and head on back to their, dealings. The kids smashing berries with their feet in some buckets, getting ready to make some different like wines and juices. And the wife's just in the like outdoor bakery, one of those like ovens that you would see as like a wood fire stove, being able to like supply. So they are relatively equipped for any of your berry making needs or processes.
Well, hey, Mr. Calvin, what'd you find when you was out there outside the village?
So, basically, look, definitely leading theory right now. Probably working with some kind of curse. So it's best just to go to the source and nip these kind of things in the bud.
Curse. That means someone must be doing the curse then.
Well, that I would say is mighty fine detective work, and normally I'd be annoyed at you, but for some reason I'm not.
Must be that nice pie you just ate, because it sure is tasty.
Yeah, but the more you talk, it gets less tasty. So
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, so I guess we're just going to try to head to a certain area now then?
sounds good to me.
Yeah, definitely.
And you guys did see the ravine from which the city is sinking into when you flew in, but we do also have a general direction of where to head to from the brush and clearing discovered earlier.
Okay. Yeah, I'd say we just head straight there. See what happens.
Yep.
Keeping an eye out, of course, but
Yeah, seeing what we see along the way.
Yeah, definitely. And as you guys are heading over to Ivory Hollow, let's go ahead and get a couple of like checks before we end up there. It'll take you a short walk from where you're at, so it won't be too many things to see on the way, but I do want to, have your guys' eyes peeled.
Okay. Want like awareness?
Any specific?
Okay, so awareness check then?
Sure, awareness works for me, if that's what you're doing. If you can make an argument for something else, I'm fine with that too.
Yeah, I'm just going to do an awareness check.
Yeah, I think so too. I can't think of anything super creative my character would be doing. I feel like I'm just putzing along here.
Ooh,
Well, if you haven't learned, Calvin loves cooking, so he's gonna look for more so ingredients and takes the assumption that the party's more on the lookout for any kind of initiative. So he's gonna roll, I guess, herbalism. See if he finds any nice mint or something like that.
There you go.
Very cool. Okay, so going over it. Is that everybody?
Yes.
Just an 8.
I didn't add 3, so I'm 18.
Okay, so we got 18, 20.
Got a 20.
Oh, there.
Very
Oh,
nice.
wait.
Very nice.
Oh, that's
Good
So
roll
starting
there.
from the lowest going to the top. Calvin, as you're keeping your eyes out for different types of, like, let's say mint, you don't technically find anything that falls in that category, but you do find this like moss that's growing at the base of most trees, and you know that moss can be used as kind of like an algae soup replacement. So it's something a little bit like hardy for you to eat. So there is the moss available, but no mint at the moment.
Just put it in a sack.
nice.
It's good broth for later. You never know when it's a soup making day.
Going on to Drevin, you've got your eyes peeled pretty well. Nothing in particular is jumping out to you. You do see kind of like, it's obvious to everyone who's keeping an eye out, but you specifically are noticing that the plant life, as you're getting closer and closer to what you think is Ivory Hollow, is starting to become more decayed, darker, kind of like the cliche walking into the villainous area of a cartoon where like the shade is starting to come in, the lightning strikes, which is funny because the rain is just barely starting to start as you guys are coming around here. So it's almost like the weather is participating with the theatrics.
Okay.
Yep. So extra decay on the plant life around you. Now, both Tayek and Mr. Dirt, you guys are pretty vigilant in what you're seeing. The animal and plant life that you've seen around you, you know that it's starting to decay, but you see just packs of just like animals in the trees jumping to and fro. Most people wouldn't even be able to like shoot one out of this guy because it's like covered by leaves, covered by a bunch of different branches. But as you notice these squirrels just darting in and out of the tops of the trees, all of these squirrels are actually undead.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
I'll notice that it's
but
drizzling
like
a little
let's
bit.
say 15 of them.
Jeez, okay, it's
Yes,
okay,
it
yeah.
is drizzling a little bit.
So I'm gonna kind of like hardly look past my book that I'm reading as we're walking, and just kind of like sigh, just like close the book, put it in my backpack. Don't want it to get wet, and I'm looking up and seeing that, and I just like look directly over to Mr. Dirt and just be like, "Those don't seem right."
I'm gonna be I'll be putting my hat. Okay, I actually have a surprise hat box attached to my back, like a backpack.
Nice.
And so I'm putting my
Okay.
hat in there.
Very cool.
I'm gonna like you know how you like lick your finger and put it up to the wind? I'm gonna do that with my gun. I'll be like, yeah, something ain't right with them squirrels.
Okay. Like, can you feel through your gun hand?
It's been a part of me for so long, man. You don't even know.
Wow. That's amazing. But yes, that squirrel has an exposed rib cage, as far as I can tell. That can't not be right. So I'll definitely kind of like almost worriedly at this point rush over to maybe Draven and just kind of like hit him on the arm a little bit. Just be like, hey, look, those aren't. Just look at them.
And as you do point to those squirrels, since you mentioned the rib cage is noticeably black.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Oh, that is interesting. I wonder if Mr. Calvin would try to cook something like that up.
I don't know if he should. Kelvin, the squirrels over there, they're not. Don't cook those, please. Oh wait, hold on.
That is all kinds of wrong. Those squirrels.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. I suppose we just keep going.
Yeah.
And it's pretty obvious that you guys are heading into the right direction with the amount of decay that's starting to surround the forest. And as you guys are starting to come up to this, what's looking to be a ravine that's kind of started to form in some magical way, it's very clear that like the city that was sitting in this area is sinking down and at a really fast rate. Because in your own lifetime, the ravine wouldn't have been here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And as you are walking up to the first courtyard of what Ivory Hollow looks like, you'll see a bunch of broken pillars, a bunch of broken statues. This fence and gated area is kind of like taken down and just a little bit dilapidated. But you do notice that most things are made from marble.
Oh, wow. Okay. Kind of fancy.
Okay.
Black and white marble.
Okay. A little spooky. Is there ever a point we get close enough to any of the squirrels that we could that I could possibly hit them with a cantrip of sorts?
Yeah, if you wanted to.
It's a bit of a test, to be honest. So I'm gonna, if we get close enough or whatever, I'm gonna try to cast Poison Bolt at one of the undead creatures, mainly to see if they're affected by poison before we're in combat. Okay, so I'll take a shot at one of those puppies real quick. I definitely set this up before, and whatever. Okay, it's this. Okay, a natural one. How's that?
So unfortunately, you shoot like at the group of squirrels, right? And for some reason, you just didn't aim at one of them. You aimed at all of them. So obviously, you missed. Just went straight through the pack, and all the squirrels were kind of like, huh, that was weird. But they did disperse, kind of like a normal squirrel would.
Okay. I'm gonna
like
quickly...
a normal squirrel would.
Why are you scaring all the squirrels, man?
just quickly turn back to the party and just be like, I'm pretty new with this, to be honest. So listen, don't look at me. I'm gonna try again if I can.
New with what? You saying you're new with undead squirrels? Because I mean, I'd reckon we're all pretty new with undead squirrels.
Right. Well, no, of course the squirrels, but I mean the spells actually.
Oh, you're saying you missed? You meant to hit one of those things? I thought you were just trying to scare them.
No, right. I was, but now I'm going to try to hit one this time.
Get better glasses.
Hey,
if it's possible,
you can go ahead and do this.
You want to put a coin on this?
Please don't do that. Just give me a second.
Oh, I got faith in you. I think you can do it this time.
Oh, you want in on this, Squeaks? I'll put one coin in on he misses again.
Ooh, I don't know. I bet he gets it square right on the rib cage.
Well,
I'll
put
go a
your
coin on
gold
this.
where your mouth is.
I'll put a coin on this.
All right. You in here, Mr. Dirt?
Man. Okay. I'll put in. You know what? I'll put in 5 coins. I'm feeling really about this. Wait, did you already roll?
Well,
So
I
while
didn't- I
you
didn't
guys
know
were
the betting was-
deliberating,
I didn't know the betting
No,
was
no,
being
you're-
established. So
5 coins
That's
says he
good.
gets it.
while you guys were deliberating, he straight up just blasts one squirrel with a poison bolt, engulfs it completely, takes it down, 1-hit kill, and then everyone's like, "All right, we're waiting for you to shoot."
and I'm like, wait, no, you didn't see? I did it already. I hit one over there.
What? No, that
Yeah,
one
I'll-
was already dead. Dead.
No, I
There's
will
no
prove
way
it.
you made that shot.
I'll run over to the squirrel, hoping it has some poison remnants on it still, and just like,
Yeah, that was there when we got here.
no.
I
you
think I
can't-
just earned
look.
myself a coin is what I think I just earned.
Anyway, the important part is the squirrel like injured from the poison bolt, being poison damage.
Oh yeah, it was killed on contact.
All right, cool. All right,
Ooh.
and I'll keep that in mind, and I'll just be like,
You
okay.
wouldn't necessarily
mean,
be able to tell if it was from poison or just from being beat up by a giant bolt of magic.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
It really, yeah, it's something that might
just
not
a
even
squirrel.
have a health point. Yeah,
Okay, fair enough. Okay,
you could probably kill it with a free action. Is what I'm trying to say.
I got you.
Actually, Draven's going to do. I want to do an investigation check on the bones itself to see if I do notice by chance like maybe some deterioration type, like what would look other than normal of something being smashed with a bolt, going to pieces, but like dissolving more.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to see
Calvin
if I can.
will give a D8 help dice with his help action.
That'd be cool.
So
Yeah.
It's going to be
Teamwork.
what is 3?
You get a 7 bonus. Nice.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Dirty 20. So
Dirty 20.
you're actually doing pretty well with looking over this body here. The squirrel looks like it took a pretty big impact. Some of the bones are broken from it, but at the same time, it's not deteriorating in the way that you would expect. It's not literally a corpse that's like falling apart. Honestly, these little black bones for a tiny squirrel bone that should just be able to like fall apart in your hands is relatively tough for what you would consider as like a toothpick bone.
Interesting.
Okay,
Okay.
everything Alex said, Calvin said to Draven as he's helping. He's like pointing it out, but he's like around instead of over your shoulder because you're an orc and he's a gnome. He's like behind your waist, like peering over and pointing, telling you all that.
Peeking from beside you.
You are a really smart individual, aren't you, Mr. Calvin?
He's just grunting out of a mixed approval to disapproval. Don't be nice with him. Don't be nice with him.
I don't like this guy. I can't help it.
If I were to, I need to ask before I do it because I don't want my character to die. Would it be smart of me to try to lick it?
I mean, you could go for it if you
Yeah.
really wanted to.
Meme here.
It's not
I need to play
stopping that
Baldur's
one.
Gate.
It's a good one.
I mean, all scientific studies are really done by licking it.
It's true.
Yeah, because what's gonna happen? I get poisoned. I get like rabies. Then what?
It's fine.
Well,
Other
you
than
get
what?
rabies.
Yeah, that is the then what.
Yeah, I guess that is the what's gonna happen.
But
I
if you want to
die,
lick it, I
then
can't
what?
stop you.
I'll give a bone a good lick.
One of the poison covered bones.
Yeah.
Oh,
So with a swift lick of the tongue, you're able to tell that this tastes awful, just absolutely terrible. I wouldn't necessarily think that you'd be able to glean anything from a successful or unsuccessful lick. So there's no adverse side effects at the moment, but you have a sour feeling in your mouth, like to the point where like you almost have to spit.
I'll turn to
I'm
Miss.
gonna have like just like the worst, like the face when you take the strongest shot of alcohol in your entire life. I'm just gonna like have like the worst grimace on my face. I'm just like, yep, that'll do it.
Was it the poison that
That's
killed
it.
it? Can you tell?
My studies cannot be confirmed nor denied at the moment. We'll see what happens. We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Disappointing.
Don't copyright me here.
Ow.
But Calvin will say, "You licked a dead squirrel. Dead squirrel. You licked it. That is something that happened. Oh, that Gale says in Bonner's game.
Oh, wow, really? That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I didn't see no one else volunteering to do the dirty work. Someone got to do it.
Leave it to dirt.
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
Okay. I think the squirrel got enough.
Yeah. We move
It's
on
just
from the squirrel.
harassing a dead squirrel.
Poor squirrel.
How long have we been traveling? Has it been like over an hour?
Yeah, it's been about an hour for you guys to have all your conversations, travel through the woods, and do a couple of things to get to Ivory Hollow. So getting close to what the courtyard appears to be, the clouds are starting to take over with a little bit of light drizzle.
All right. And it's still like that for the next hour? Is it still kind of... okay.
As far as you can tell, yes.
He's just staring at the clouds, boy. You always got to be aware. You don't know when eldritch weather comes in. You know, we're talking necromancers. They like to get freaky with it. Anywho, shall we proceed?
Tyek's a little like stumbles over his words a little bit, and he's just like, Eldritch? You said eldritch weather specifically? What do you mean by that? When you say eldritch?
I mean, not one to practice in occultism, but I'd say eldritch weather is like when there's like undead dragon instead of raindrops. It's a tempest of death and unholiness. Not great stuff.
Right. Very good. And I'll immediately take my book back out and continue reading. Yeah, okay, good.
Okay. So if you guys are ready to make your way into Ivory Hollow, it's a relatively easy journey to get in. Everything's broken. The doorway in the front, the building that lets you in, the pillars around this place. This place looks like it's been standing for centuries, maybe even millennia. The ivory, the marvel of all of the different statues, they all seem to be intact and structurally sound, even if some of them are broken. I know that sounds a little bit weird. Like, let's say a broken pillar is in the middle of this area. It's still a very thick, hard to move, almost unbreakable piece of marble, even if it's broken in half or something like that. So this is a very durable area.
Interesting.
Okay.
Interesting.
Can Calvin check out the marble with, it looks like he's going to do his advantage thing because he's touching it, and then he's going to roll, looks like, just had it. Nope. Yeah, engineering, understanding the architecture of buildings. So
cool.
Okay.
that'd be appropriate. We'll do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So 19 plus, like 5 is 24.
Perfect. And this check kind of overlays with the other check that you had with the bones. Looking into the marble itself, you're noticing that it's basically mostly white marble with black speckles through it. But the black speckles seem to be something that was imposed upon the rock, almost as if like when you rubbed the bone, the black speckles upon the marble also has this like ethereal dust coming from it, this black mist in a way that's barely perceptible. Like there's almost no way that you would know if you weren't specifically looking for it like you are now.
Did you say that we are like in the area now, or we're coming up
if you
on it?
wanted to be, you could. Let's just say there's the in front of the courtyard and the center of the courtyard, wherever you'd like to be. But I'm just kind of like setting the scene for the courtyard area.
Yeah.
But you can be before it
there-
for sure.
Okay.
Is there a gauge of like, you go ahead.
Yeah. So Draven, being kind of a Terraborn and Spellblade, is going to use a flavor feature that it's going to be something that he learned along through the training that he received to kind of be able to take in the earthen area, and so he'll spend a minute kind of focusing his mind to try to detect any creature types within a 20 space radius. That would be aberration, a celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or an undead. And that's just it says make a mental spell check against any creature's mental save. So just do a
Definitely.
So
Cool.
23, 30, 20.
Nice.
Very good. And anything in this area you would have absolutely their save. So the rats, undead. The bugs, undead. The worms in the dirt, undead. Every single living thing in this area is unliving.
Very interesting.
And I'm just gonna try to pass that around. I'm just gonna tell everyone that, be like, oh, I got this bad feeling that just everything down to the bugs are even undead in this area. We need to be careful. This is a strong curse.
From the speculation of that and the marbling and everything, is there a good sense of gauge of like how much I guess power or necrotic energy would need to accrue to create such a reach and effect?
How strong the source is, kind of thing, wherever that is. Like,
yeah. If does he need to make another check for that, or does he have a kind of a sense of that by chance?
Let me think about it. So,
are we feeling something?
Mhm.
Is that what you're asking? Like,
so if you guys were going to like look for a feeling of undeadness, it's all around you. There's nothing that feels more than anything else. The getting closer to Ivory Hollow, though, that feeling of undeadness does get close, like more prominent. So as you guys have come from the like starting to decay woods to this area, it feels like it's more, but you can't pinpoint a specific place. It's like everything.
Calvin's more so trying to, I guess, account on history. Can he match records or anything? Because he doesn't want to be like, if he knows he's approaching something that's like, this is like lich level stuff, I'm a level 1 champion, I'm out of here. Is kind of like where his mindset's at.
Oh, okay.
Does he have any relevance for that?
Tyke, I know he's muted right now. So Tyke, being a book nerd, I would also like to kind of brainstorm with you about that whole thing and be like, you bring up a lich, and I'm like, well, hold on. So I'll give you a help die trying to figure that out too.
Okay, totally. So is there anything specific that you would be looking for to like?
He wants to match the effects, including the reach of what, because he can tell this is definitely, there seems to be a power source or some kind of conduit that is expanding a necrotic field that's just killing everything. Now he wants to see if he can match that with any known creatures or encounters in history documents, and then try to like cross-reference. And I guess he's doing that in collaboration with Tyke. So we'll do.
Sure.
I'll roll history for that with his help die. Does that work?
Yeah, that works for me. And
nice.
I think the champion also has a know your enemy feature that would maybe help in this scenario.
Oh,
It's only if I think he spends 1 minute observing or interacting with the creature.
okay.
You're right.
Yeah. So we'll do. He gets a +5 bonus on this, so that's a 17 total at a 4 roll. Thanks for
Dang,
helping.
very nice.
we can do this together.
Yeah, for sure.
So if you're drawing it from your memory or like a book that you happen to have, for like undead sources or something like that, you'd be noticing that Lich seems likely for something that's able to turn undead. There's also a couple of different other things that are able to turn undead, like magic items or like certain portals to like specifically the realm of death or something like that. So you're kind of in the correct ballpark, but any of the things that you're speculating of are definitely not good.
Okay. Could be a lich, could just be a weird aura situation. It doesn't have to be from anything super frightfully powerful.
Yeah, I'd say in these kind of encounters, Tyke, it might be best if we don't confront anything, but maybe try to bring resolution to this spread. I don't want to be going toe-to-toe with something we can't handle.
Yeah,
I'm sure we can handle anything with the 4 of us.
Oh, shut up, you.
Mr. Calvin, but you look like such a capable fighter. I'm sure we can handle anything with you.
Shall we proceed?
Even though it's like kind of obviously the right choice, like we come up against a lich, we're like, yeah, no, let's just maybe talk. Let's not fight if we can avoid it, kind of thing, But weirdly, and like almost obviously counter to simple intelligence, Tyek is going to be like, I know, actually, I think whatever it is, we can probably to kill it, actually. So yeah, so we press on, find it.
All right. Yeah, I'm ready. Draven starts just cautiously cautiously, kind of walking like a little bit further, but I'm listening and I'm trying to scan the area to see if anything looks out of place.
Okay, definitely. From the courtyard that you're in, getting closer to like the entrance of this city, or let's say a giant marble building at this point that's starting to sink into the ground. You don't really notice too many things. Everything's broken. There's lots of undead life that you're able to sense, as far as like rats and bugs and stuff. None of them initially hostile to you. You're not seen as this hostile presence either. Nothing's specifically trying to turn you into an undead at the moment. So you're not like all of your red flags that would say run aren't like signaling you at the moment. So if that's what you were asking.
Yeah, because I like I'm gonna be moving towards probably like the edge of that courtyard. Is what I'm like to whatever the nearest building would be to us is what I would kind of be going up on, trying to trying to see if I can sense any people, because I've noticed the dead animals and the bugs and all that, but it just everything seems void of actual people, and that's kind of what I'm more curious about right now. Why didn't I sense that within my 20 space radius type of thing? And that's what's got Draven very curious right now.
Definitely.
That's a good point. No people.
So getting closer and closer to like the building, you're not necessarily gonna sense any people per se. And I would say it is kind of mysterious that there's no humanoid life forms at the moment.
I'm gonna turn to Mr. Dirt.
And I'm just gonna real quietly.
Oh.
I'm gonna real quietly turn around to the group and be like, "Isn't it kind of strange that we ain't seeing no people here right now?"
Yeah. I'm turn to Mr. Dirt and be like, Mr. Dirt, hurry! Up in the sky, there's something to shoot at.
Yeah. No words are said. I'm just shooting right up.
Nice loud gunshot. I just want to see if there's any people here. That should, maybe draw it out or something.
Because you would think if there's undead people, they'd be walking around, maybe.
Right.
But I mean, not all the undead, I guess, do that.
That's true.
And then later, like after the shot is fired, I'm gonna ask what's going on. Like, what's up there? What is it?
And you said this
Crow hits the ground.
This whole structure though was made like it seems ancient, but it just came out of nowhere. Is that what you hinted at?
So it's been there for a really long time. Most people don't really deal with this structure just because it's been hard to get into, hard to deal with. But since it's been sinking down into this ravine, things have broken. People have been able to get in, stuff like that. Okay. So this is kind of like an opportunity for you guys to break away at this ancient fortress in a way.
As a local to Caderna, right? Do I know why it's hard to get into? Is it like traps, or is it more so just like barriers?
So for the most part, this, as a local from this like world, this has been known for a very, very long time. Longer than some of the like stories and legends that you would have known of in this area or from your time. To the point where some of the symbols that you don't recognize seem like it's from a dead language 2 languages ago.
Interesting.
Calvin is officially starting to geek out now because part of his personality, he's a collector of history. He's that belongs in a museum kind of guy. So he's on the eye gauge, and he's almost like, oh yeah, undead, right? But he's also like, got a boss over there, unbroken. He's on the lookout. But he's gonna keep.
I didn't realize I was surrounded by a bunch of nerds tonight.
Yeah, well, welcome to tabletop role playing game.
It's hilarious. I'll just be like, Draven isn't really a nerd, I don't think.
Oh, I'll nerd out about some Earth type stuff. Like we can talk rocks and
okay,
stalactites.
He's the worst kind of nerd.
Yeah, the boring kind.
You guys are so mean to him.
He collects rocks.
Raven, I'll listen to you talk all day about your rocks. Trust me.
Oh, there's big rocks and small rocks and the hard rocks.
Yeah. Anyway, so
you can do all kinds of things with rocks. You can make a weapon out of them. You can make a tool with them. I mean, rocks are just so fascinating.
Yeah, and believe it or not, your favorite rock you probably eat.
Nice little rock soup. So good.
Salt.
Oh yeah.
But are you guys wanting to head on into the
Oh yeah.
catacombs of Ivory Hollow?
Yeah, it's time.
Is there like an
Absolutely.
obvious? I'm guessing there's an obvious opening type of thing, right?
Yes. And this obvious opening is kind of like inverted in a way. It used to be a marble staircase that would go up to the building, but now it's a marble staircase that looks like it's going downward.
Mm.
Hmm.
All right,
Just-
Oh,
Calvin.
wow.
Just because of the way it's
Start.
sunk, right? It's not doing any weird. Okay.
Well, Mr. Calvin, you're the big fighter amongst us. You want to take the lead on this?
Yeah, that was funny you say that, because I was about to say you take the lead on it.
I will happily take the lead. I do not mind at all.
Yeah, that's
Definitely.
fine with me too. Yeah, go for it.
I'm just gonna start walking right down into this place.
Definitely. And as we start moving into the first room, this is what you guys see. You're going to see a bunch of different, they almost appear to be statues, but they are all inhibited by skeletons within this armor. All of the armors that they're wearing are patchwork type of armors, kind of like hand-me-downs. His shoulder is different than his pauldron. His gauntlets don't necessarily match either. Some of them don't even look like they fit. They're definitely different sizes all the way around. So it's hand-me-down sets of armor for these guys right here.
Interesting.
Brokies.
Okay. Are they? I know this is a bit of just like a representation, but are they like big old statues? Or are they like the size of us?
So they are about the size of you guys. Humanoid, 6 foot. Anyone who's like a normal size for a human would be about that size. But their weapons, it doesn't necessarily show it in the picture, are about the size of themselves as well. And as you guys walk into this room, there's a blue. Any of the torches that would be like on the walls are illuminated with a blue light to faintly give you a little bit of light within this room to see the like sockets of the people. There's no eyes, nothing, almost completely decayed, but all of the bones are black as well. Drevin's senses have been going nuts from these things being identified as undead humanoids. None of them move, but as Tyvek enters the room, he's greeted with a salute. All of them raise their right foot, slam it down, and present their weapon.
What?
What?
I'll take like a step in and basically just immediately stop being brave. Look back at the rest of the party and just be like, well, it seems I no longer would like to take the lead. But what do we do? Do we say something? Do we take their weapons? What is this?
I think if we take our weapons,
Maybe we
I think
just
that's-
keep going.
That means for them to knock us out. If we take our weapons, they'll take us out.
You might be right. I don't know. I don't know what to do here.
Calvin steps forward and is going to mimic the salute.
Okay.
Oh,
Step
smart.
forward as in like in front of them to like match them, or like specifically one of them, or off to the side. What do you think?
Right.
Yeah,
Middle of the room.
yeah, kind of like somewhat close to the middle of the room. We'll take a couple steps in and repeat
Okay.
the salute.
So the first couple of steps that you take into the room, both of the undead statues are going to take a large swing down, kind of like with their weapons to cover wherever you're at. I was hoping for a athletics check or some sort of check that you would like to be able to dodge this with.
Okay, so straight up swiping at him.
So,
Mm.
wrong window.
But they-
1d20.
We would have noticed them not move, just a weapon just swipe.
Yep, just a almost mechanical type of weapon strike, like the suits of armors in video games that send down the axe. It's almost in that way.
All right, it's a 13 total for me.
Okay, so believe it or not, 13 is good enough to be able to dodge these things. You'd see the 2 swords come down from the first 2 undead statues, and they kind of meet in an X, and then they're slowly brought back up.
Okay, rude.
It was rude.
Huh.
Can you snuff those
Firstly.
torches?
We could do that. We could try that.
What?
So,
I can't see in the dark. I'd rather not do that. But
Draven.
Okay.
So Draven is going to kind of like he's got his whip in his hand, and he's going to just do like you're gonna see like a little shirt with his like a hand, and he's going to ignite his whip with his as his bound weapon and illuminate a bright area, a 5 space area around him.
Okay.
Not so much to see of what he can see, but to counter this blue light, because he's kind of really curious about this blue light that he's coming off the flames. So he's want to see if that has any effect on those statues while he's standing there.
Definitely. So as you illuminate your whip, it's gonna be enough light to illuminate the entirety of the room. The blue light was just barely enough light for you to see like in front of your face. You know what I'm saying? So as you are looking over the room, it doesn't look like any of the undead statues are reacting specifically to light, but all the way across the room, you do see a treasure chest that's looks to be quite large.
Oh,
That's
time. Yeah.
There,
Hold your
if you
horses
think.
now.
So while I got that light illuminated, and as Calvin's, Calvin's obviously in the room, and we haven't entered. Draven's gonna be like, "Hey, Mr. Calvin, why don't you try putting out them torch lights to see if those have any effects on these
You
little
just
statues right here?"
repeating my own suggestion.
Well, you're inside and we're not.
Yeah, I was swinging upon my movement. I just think there's a bit of a mechanic here, a little bit of a coup fondé. That's just
You
a made
step
up
on
word I
something, maybe?
said. Nope. Yo, well, that's possible. He wants to kind of like do a little like he's stepping out to make a step to see if he can see if they're starting to mimic new actions, and basically try to like combine that, I guess, with an investigation check. He's trying to see like what the puzzle is, if that makes sense.
Okay,
Good.
totally.
I want to.
Yeah, go ahead, make a roll. Or
6 plus 5
Okay.
is 11.
if you were going to do help or something like that, feel free before we give out information, Cody.
All I was gonna say is like, in case this goes really poorly for him somehow, I want to be ready to try to like interact with the attack coming down on him with maybe like lightning bolt or something like that kind of thing, just to try to help him out with it. But that doesn't really apply until we see what happens, I guess.
Okay. So doing a little bit of investigation with what you got here, it wouldn't take somebody a lot of effort to be able to like, stick your arm out and then grab it right back. So as you do something like that, arm or leg, whatever it may be, it's easy to get that out there. Both of the statues absolutely react in the exact same way that you saw them before. And, being able to just take it out, take it in, hits the ground in an X and slowly comes back up.
Okay.
Do the
okay.
hokey pokey. All right. Then as Draven sees that, he's going to blink blade inside. He's going to blink blade that one space to get across to see if there's any effect from that
Okay.
into an empty space next to Calvin, obviously.
Totally. If you're teleporting specifically, then no, I don't think that there's anything that the statues would have reacted to. It seems like they're looking for something physical. And I think Blink Blade only gives you like an extra space of movement. So
like
you're
a one space.
between the four now.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So we definitely know it's movement based now.
Right.
Do
All
I
right.
have-
Let me actually, what's your, I guess, what's the best check you think for navigating through this? Because it looks like it's almost has to be like a dance. So who has probably the best bonus for that?
Let's see. What have we got here?
I don't know if that's like theater or something.
Right. I've got decent acrobatics and I've got decent
Acrobatics
stealth.
makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a
So-
decent
Let's go
acrobatics.
stealth check.
Hey, I don't know
Okay.
how well stealth will help, but you never know.
So,
Well,
what Calvin can suggest be like, well, how about this,
It-
Squeaks? Why don't you see how they're moving? They're mimicking our actions, but you're gonna have to kind of dance and maneuver around these. You think you're deft enough for that? And I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled, and I'm gonna kind of guide you a little bit as this way to give awareness help die.
So what Draven wants to do at this point, because he realizes like it's based off a lot of movement, he knows there's something, right? So I'm not going to try to spam it at all, but I want to do my movement, but to blink blade as well, like to try to see like behind. Is there space enough behind one of them or to the side of one of them that I could put my hands on it to try to rotate it to see if I can move it?
Interesting.
So behind them is basically inaccessible. They're
wall?
almost
Okay.
connected to the wall, and there's also a wall between them too. So it's kind of like they're stuck in their places. There is a little bit of availability to you if you get past the next ones to be able to like move them, but I would say they look pretty solid from what you can tell.
Okay, then I'm just going to do using acrobatics, using my acrobatics and all of that. I want to try to get. How far is like how many? I don't know if they're going to be. I don't know if they play any part to it, but I just really feel like this blue flame might have something with it. How far are the torches from reach, or how many torches do we see?
So I'd say there's about 4 torches. One right here, one right here, one right here, and one right here. Kind of like illuminating the center of the room.
Do you guys think the torches have anything to do with it? Because I'll try to put the torches out, or I can go to the other side. Is it? So we came in. So where we came in is that doorway right there, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yes. You came in right here. There's not exactly a.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
So we came in from
Maybe I
the right
should have
side.
made that.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Right here is where it starts, and then the cavern downwards, or it looks downwards, is the next room.
Okay, so I would be right about here right now.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna use my acrobatics to get right into this area, and I want to look to see if there's any lever or anything like that within this area that might deactivate this stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
Can I use awareness to help?
Absolutely.
Cool.
I don't know if
You
it
get a
would
1.
be.
Or
You get a 1. I don't know if it'd be. I don't know how exactly that would work, but I have the shield cantrip as well, and it's my pact cantrip, so it expands its reach. It adds 5 spaces to its reach, so I can cast it from like 6 spaces away. So I want to basically just try to be ready to, maybe throw him up some sort of shield cantrip if he really flunks this kind of thing too.
Sure. Sounds good to me.
okay, here goes my roll. Acrobatics check.
Yes, please.
Ooh.
So we got 6.
It's a 1.
Yeah, right.
Well, yeah, natural 1 anyway.
Yeah, I go to do it and I just I trip.
Yeah,
It's like,
that
all right,
is
here we
exactly
go.
what happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
One foot in front of the other, but you chose the wrong foot, and then basically like right to your knee, elbow, and you're basically right between both of these guys, more or less prone. Both of their swords are coming down fast, and as the cantrip of the shield is helping, what exactly does that do?
So mechanically, it only adds 5 to PD and AD for 1 attack.
Good. Okay,
Mechanically,
good,
that's how it works.
That's all you needed. You're pushing him from a 6 up to an 11, which is just what you needed to be able to avoid this.
Okay.
So even with a natural 1, you were able to be saved by the swift thinking of your party members. The first one, it comes with the tone of, watch out, it's coming down. And you're able to get this one to quick roll, and then the next sword's coming towards your face, and then the shield cantrip just flanks over you in a like astral kind of like transparent shield. And you see the sword just ching right off the top of the shield cantrip, and both swords start to slowly raise up.
Oh wow. Well, thank you for that, guys. I don't know what happened. I got 2 left feet apparently.
You're lucky you have any feet. And I'll just kind of like push my glasses up and just wipe the sweat away. Just like,
and then so then I want to get up and I want to look around this area to see if there's any levers or anything like that would deactivate these.
Okay. From what you can tell, there's no levers or mechanisms that interact with them. But your senses are still going crazy because you feel their undeadness. Like, it's not a statue, it's an undead person within the statue.
Yeah.
Oh.
But they're being so like mechanical that it's like, can they even think? Are they even sentient? Like,
I mean, can we
maybe we should
attack
talk
it
to them.
then?
Ask him a
We
question.
got 8 things to attack.
It's true.
Maybe you're right on the spot. Might as well snuff out the torch. We got other light sources we could use. So let's see if that does anything. And if not, we need our next most graceful dancer.
Well, so I'm only going to be able to get to what? A couple torches?
No, the 4 torches are here in your area.
Right, this area? Okay.
Yep. So, like, let's say you're right here. They're on the pillars,
Yeah.
and then behind you there would be pillars right here, but the picture doesn't show it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, yeah, so I just want to put those out and see what happens at that point, I guess.
Sure. So the first initial attempt, let's just say Stone Hand tries to cover blue fire. Nothing happens.
Oh, interesting.
Yep, like the blue fire kind of just like flickers through your fingers.
Huh.
Weird.
Well, hey,
And
who's
it's-
got any ideas now? I just tried to put it out, but nothing happened.
I do
Yeah.
also want to mention that there's absolutely no heat in this fire. It's almost devoid of it.
What the heck?
Yeah. And I will mention that to everyone. Like, so this is kind of funny fire because it don't burn me whatsoever.
So even the torches are undead.
Right. Very interesting. Okay. Strange puzzle here.
I'm gonna do Arcana on it. Does that work?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. I think I'm a +5 on that, yeah, or +3 actually. Any assistance from my comrades here?
I'm smart. I'll help. Continue bouncing ideas back and forth.
Yeah. I'll study it from historical context because my guy's martial, doesn't know actual magic. So it's an 11. Do we need his help die for to boost
Oh,
that?
yeah, here, sorry. Let me throw that in the mix here. A 7. Nice.
Heck
Actually,
yeah,
really nice.
18.
So it's almost poetic that you're the one that keeps looking for specifically this type of occultism or this type of energy source. It's almost like the torches are the same thing found within the bones, found within the marble. It's starting to feel like what powers these torches are the absolute force of the undead, the unliving, or the realm of the void. So that type of power is emanating from these flames that produce no heat.
It's Ganondorf. It's the only way. That's my final answer. No.
And with knowing this, is this like almost like a primordial type of power? Like there's not really a way to dispel it. It's pretty permanent and lingering.
Yes, it feels like it's akin to the power that you're feeling all throughout everything in this area. It's as natural as the marble.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're not gonna be able to put these out then.
Okay.
I think our best is we each are gonna need.
Can I just-
Wait, you
Can I
said
just
they're
go
not-
up to the one statue? Because I'm on the clear side of it. Can I just go up to the statue where that's right there next to me and just
Mhm.
can I take it? Can I do like a maybe a mic check and try to see if I can take the weapon out of its undead hand?
Sure.
Ooh, I have an idea.
Go ahead and
too.
give me a check.
If that doesn't work out, he said the flames aren't really hot. Maybe you can just like take them off the walls and stuff them all in your backpack and just like not have the light in the room and see what happens.
Oh, yeah. You think if I just take them off and throw them out the door where you guys are at?
Yeah, maybe.
You want me to try that instead?
No.
Okay.
I like your idea is great first, at least.
All right. I'm gonna see if I can just take this weapon out.
Definitely. And you did a fairly well job. These things are super solid. You know what I'm saying? Like if you were trying to shake its arm, not going to work. But knocking its weapon out of its grasp does. You're able to just like basically here's it holding its weapon. You just whip, and it just fell right out. Almost as if there was no resistance from the person that was holding it. It does have a sword clang on the ground directly in front of it, and it makes the exact same swiping motion as if it had its sword in its hand.
They're dumb.
So they're moving.
Is that the puzzle?
They detecting move. Does anyone have anything that would like fog or something that would deter them from seeing movement?
Mm.
I have an idea.
What's your idea?
I think this might be one of my dumbest ideas. But
It's even better.
I have lockpick. No, not lockpicking. I'm sorry. I just really wanted to use that. I have disguise as a skill, so I'm
Okay.
thinking if I can disguise myself and just kind of maybe mess with them a little bit, take their stuff, and then they would be like, okay, because I'm one of them.
You should try that for sure. I think that's a good idea.
Okay.
You never know.
So what would you do
Do
to
I just-
disguise yourself?
I think every idea is a good idea.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, we could
So-
just
Maybe does anyone have like some sort of like maybe I'll try to like take like some like dirt from the ground and like put it on my face so I have like the face of like a shape of like a skeleton. Hear me out?
Okay. Draw a little skeleton on your face with some dirt. I like that. I like that.
That
Yeah,
sounds
I'll be
cool.
like, hey.
I think while you're disguising up, I'm gonna kind of like take off my jacket and just try to throw it over the head of one of these things, like the nearest one to
Okay.
me. We'll say this one or whatever, that one.
Definitely.
And do the hokey pokey to see if it moves.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna just put my coat right over its head, and then stick a foot out, and then try to carefully bring it back.
So easily enough, you're able to whip a jacket around the skull of this one here, and it looks like when you put the cloak over his head,
Mhm.
he didn't move, he didn't react or anything like that. But as you put a foot out, reacts typically, like you would
Oh.
expect. Weapon comes down,
Okay.
try and hit you.
Definitely not. I thought it was gonna be a sight thing.
Am I safe to
Alright.
pull my foot away without issue? If I'm fast?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're just like tempting fate, it's almost gotcha.
Well,
But like
okay.
if you're literally standing in the
I'll
middle of
carefully
there, I'm
remove
gonna
my
need a check.
jacket. Yeah. Okay.
Well, we know that one of these, I'll say that one is the one that I'd knock the weapon out of. What if I just
With
knock the
no-
weapon out of that one, and then that whole side should be open?
Oh yeah.
there's no resistance. So I mean that's what Calvin wants to try next because it seemed like from what it happened it wasn't much resistance. So he's gonna take out his long pole, which has reach, one of his weapons, and he's gonna try to knock it out as well using the disarm action, I guess. So that's the if that
And
works.
then Draven will help with that.
Yeah.
I'll use my whip because I have reach with my whip, and this way I don't have to worry about the arm of the one hitting me as I go by it and take some type of bludgeoning. And I'll use my whip to hit at the same as a help
Okay.
to try to
Definitely.
disarm.
And go ahead and throw a roll out for that one.
Well, 3.
Yeah, it's a little help.
It's true.
What is my? I guess it's my prime since it's like a disarm or an attack.
You can use a literal attack check, so +4.
Okay, it's a 18 then.
Nice.
Very nice. And
Okay.
honestly, just with this precision from whipping this like extra long pole out, you just flick it right out of his hands, and the whip doesn't even let it hit the ground to initiate a strike. Whip grabs it
Cool.
right out of the air and brings it straight to the center of the room. So it doesn't even activate the attack that time.
Oh.
Now is it
Oh.
realistic with? I see. Yeah, I see the puzzle. I
Yep.
don't think any of us have like floating stuff either. Is it realistic though to walk along this side now without getting impacted by them since they don't have those large obscured like weapons from
If-
Bloodborne?
I do
could
feel
jump,
like it would be easier definitely to get by. Wouldn't take too much effort for
Yeah.
sure. You might get an arm swinging at you, but it's like just an arm. It's not a 6-foot weapon coming through the hallway, so you could probably get through there pretty easy.
He's gonna do a full dodge action, which is gonna like I think help him gracefully try to move across. Does that work?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
I wouldn't even need a check for something like that.
sweet. So yeah, he's just gonna move to the middle and just do the little. Where's my camera? To all of y'all, the other two.
Okay. We're like, all right, Mr. Dirt. They said we can cross now, and they will definitely not see you coming now that you look like one of them as well.
Okay, so I did all of that for nothing.
I mean, maybe not nothing.
We may-
They're-
We may need it coming up.
That's true.
Okay.
But yeah, we'll come across as well carefully.
So if
And-
you put your jacket over them, but you said the movement's still like they still move, like if you move in front of them.
Yeah, I can see past the jacket. It must not be necessarily a line of sight situation.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it didn't do
I'm
anything
just gonna let you guys.
when
keep
my
doing your
whip
thing.
grabbed the weapon before it hit the ground.
Yeah.
That's
So
true.
any
quick.
contact on the floor, they mimic. Well, speaking of, like, is the ceiling low? Because I don't see anything to climb in here, but is the ceiling like scalable at all?
It's actually a quite high ceiling. From what you can tell, at least 10 feet high.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit higher in some spaces, as like the center has like a circle atrium that you can kind of see the sky from.
Does anyone have climbing speed? by chance?
Negative.
I don't either.
But
But without weapons, it should be a relatively easy check to get by.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Oh,
Tyke will happily
also
attempt to skirt
don't.
by.
Yeah.
These have weapons, right? Over here.
Yep. Those are equipped, and that side of the room, there is a treasure chest right here with the square.
It's just no, I'm not
Just tell
doing
me
it.
the treasure chest has a lock on it.
I'm almost curious if you like step
Please let me pick a lock.
on the statue, you know, like step on the feet of the statue if that counts.
Oh, interesting.
That's
Church.
Climbing statues to get over there. Don't mind me.
Yeah. Does Tyek need to make any kind of check to get past the ones that are disarmed on the right side?
To get past the ones that are disarmed, it would be a very simple. No, you already know that even without disarming them, an 11 passes the check. So I'm just going to tell you, it was a 10 to get by it. These ones are definitely going to be less than that even.
Okay.
So just give me a simple check, and as long as you don't not want it, you're not getting punched in the face by a gauntlet.
Okay. I'll try to do a little dodge roll through and use acrobatics.
Here comes the nat one.
Right?
Yeah, seriously.
No, don't say that.
Oh, there you go. Look at that.
Nice.
Doing a quick Russian shuffle straight through those ones. And then, can I get a roll from you, Mr. Dirt?
Let's go.
Okay. And what are you adding to it? Is that athletics?
Would I be able to argue survival?
You know what? Why not? Survival of the fittest here. You
She's
know,
been studying
your
these.
survival instincts are kicking in.
Yeah, she's been studying the
14.
pattern of how they drop. So
Dang. Okay. That's big. Well, 14 to add onto it. Heck yeah. So you definitely just like skid right past these guys, and everyone's in the center of the room.
I mean, it is navigating uncharted territory.
that is true. That is true.
Is that chest made of wood as well, or is it like all metal?
Yeah.
So
no,
it looks like it's made of wood, especially since we've got the whip illuminating the entire room. You guys get a good look at it. It looks like a relatively wore down chest. There's like the metal straps banding it like it usually has for a chest across the top, the two. And then there's just no latch, no lock, nothing. It looks like you could probably kick this box over.
Has anybody got any rope?
I got 50 foot of rope in my pack.
All right.
Oh.
Well, I'm thinking here, without dealing with these fanatics, I got my great bow here. Let me just get a little rope on
nice.
there. I'll pierce that sucker, and we'll just give it a good yank, drag it over here before they can swing down on it. Everybody keen on that?
Here's that rope. If you think you can tie it to an arrow and hit that chest right there, go right ahead.
Let me show you what a champion does. We didn't pass riding school. All right, and he takes some of that rope, cuts off a bit, a length that he needs. He's gonna knock it onto the arrow, the great bow. He's just gonna, and then he's gonna aim towards that chest, release the bolt. So, what kind of checks you want from me here for this?
Go ahead and just do a normal attack check.
Normal attack. Okay.
Well, you didn't say you was gonna cut my rope, Mr. Calvin.
I'm focused.
Yeah, let's go.
Actually, really good.
Nice.
Nice.
So yeah. So
And
as it
you're
pushes
able to
through-
pierce. You're able to pierce the wooden front of the chest for sure. You didn't even like grab the top of the chest either. You got right underneath the lip, so you're able to like pull the center of mass for sure. So like spot on targeting.
Heck yeah. And he's just gonna give a nice, powerful yank to pull it across as quick as he can.
I'd like
okay.
to help. I'd like to help with that.
I was just
To
thinking
help
we
it
might
get-
want to make sure we really pull on that thing.
Everyone give it a good heave-ho.
Maybe
Yeah,
not
let me
yank
give
too
that-
hard. It'll just rip off the entire lid. Everything's still there.
Aw,
But whoever wants to help with it, go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay.
the statue just smashes everything in it.
I don't know. Is this just like
Not
a
statue.
standard D20? I don't know what bonus to do here. Oh, I got that one.
Strength check. You could do
Uh-oh.
athletics, might.
All right. So mine's like
Okay.
+4 or 4 or 5. Then plus his 4 is 9.
Okay. So uninhibited for this here, you needed a 10 to be able to dodge the armor statues. And the first yank kind of like tugs it beyond into the area of the first two statues, and they just cut the box right in half. And the box contains a whole bunch
Oh
of
my
different
gosh.
crap. And I'm not going to lie when I mean crap. It looks like 8 different sets of clothes. It looks like a couple of coin purses, 8 in fact. There happens to be around different couple of personal effects, like a carved wooden bear, or you're going to see some different things that like they keep close to their hearts. From what you can tell, it feels like these statues' personal effects.
Interesting.
Oh,
Well, that was
each get 2
disappointing.
coin purses is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
We get a bear
Yeah.
sculpture. We get coin purses. I don't see how this is bad at all.
Does it seem
Well,
like
it's all
these could be
littered
the-
in the middle of the floor right there. I don't know if we can exactly just
I'm
pick
not
it
going
up.
for them. I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go down this hallway and see what's going on.
Yeah,
down
this is
here.
what a letdown. These lousy skeletons.
Just leave them there. Whatever. Let's just go.
You broke jokers. What are we doing?
Yeah.
The skeletons.
You guys are no fun. No
Does it
fun.
seem like those are the items of these people?
From what you can tell, there's about 8 sets of different things here. Davin's instincts were going crazy, notifying him of undead presence. So that does definitely imply they were living at one point.
Weird. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna leave their crap, except for maybe the coin purses. We'll root through those real quick. Are those worth anything or what?
To get to them would be pretty
Oh, okay.
challenging. But if
Okay.
you want to make
Very
a check, go for it.
I will motion to just leave them.
I at least want the bear statue. Can I please do a stealth check?
I will let you know that from all of the clues we've gathered so far, that stealth wouldn't be helpful in this scenario.
I bet your
It's
lasso
pretty
would,
much
though.
just going to be quick. Yeah, actually. The
Lasso.
cowboy has a lasso.
Lasso that bear.
Forgot. I would like to lasso the bear, please.
Give it a go. Actually did really well. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a +4 as like an attack check. So you got like an 18 to be able to lasso that bear. You basically saw it, eyed it up, got your rope out, and then just sniped it. Basically as if you've been doing it all your life. As you do bring the bear a little bit closer, you'll see that it's about the size of like a typical hand. And I just put my hand up, so that means my camera's about to follow me. 1 second. Okay, there. And it's about the size of a typical hand, right? So you see the bear's feet are initialed. It has a KM, and it looks like it says on the bottom of the bear, "To my son."
Cute.
Would it be rude of me to keep it?
Probably not.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
mean,
think
he's
his son's
dead. He ain't
around.
gonna want it no more.
Yeah. Most likely not
I suppose.
not able to miss it.
Yeah.
KM, I believe,
All right.
stands for killed man.
Yep. So if you guys are ready, because I got the light, I'll make my way through the door.
Yeah, sounds
Absolutely.
good. Happily follow.
And you guys don't get very far before you reach a large stone door. It's basically right at the end of this hallway. Now, you're going to see busts surrounding this doorway as well. 6, in fact. And all of these busts have a plaque piece where you'd be able to like find a description for them. All of the plaques pieces are empty. There's about 8 or 9 different plaques on the ground. Some of them broken, some of them just scattered about. And there's murals all over the wall. Murals depicting these different busts of people doing different things throughout their lives.
Okay.
I'm gonna go kiss every single bust on the mouth.
You're able to do that very well.
Let's go.
Well, that's interesting. How'd that kiss go?
Well, did I get any information from that before I enter? Did anything happen?
Yes, you did get information from that. Too much tongue, but none of the statues opened up.
I'm just gonna pick up. I'm gonna pick up one of the little plaques right there, probably nearest me, and I'm just gonna read it to see what it says. Or is it a language that I would even know?
So, funny enough, it's not a language you understand. But as you start just like looking deeply and deeper into what this means, you do actually start to understand what the plaque says. These couple of long dead languages that were not known to you begin to materialize in your brain. And the first thing that you're able to see on the plaque that you grabbed is Captain Theron Vale, commander of the Ivory Guard, stood at the northern breach until the last horn sounded.
Very interesting.
And if I'm looking at the murals that are around there, do I depict anything that matches like what that plaque says?
Yeah, actually. So looking around at the murals, specifically keying in on Captain Theron Vale, stood at the northern breach until the last horn sounded. You're going to look around until you do specifically see that specific person. Northern breach, Captain Theron Vale, shows a massive breach in the outer wall with a lone armored figure standing before it. You're assuming Thorin. His shield shattered, sword dripping with this black, bloody ichor. And behind him, civilians flee toward the inner city gates. The scene depicts him as the final barrier between the enemy and the inner city.
Do I see a one of the busts that are right there? Do any of them match what I'm seeing on the mural of the person?
Yep, you do absolutely see a bust that seems to resemble that person, but aged to a much higher degree than in the mural.
If there's a spot for that plaque to fit, I'd like to try to put the plaque into that spot or slot or whatever.
Absolutely. And it does do exactly what you would assume. Fits right in, perfectly slotted in. But above the doorway, you do begin to see a inscription start to light up a little bit, kind of like in Lord of the Rings, the Moria door. You're going to see the word in cursive, they.
So obviously we need to match plaques to murals to bust.
Yep, I like this. Now it's just a matter of weeding through them and trying to read and understand, placing them properly.
All right, who wants to try the next one then? Because I'm curious if everyone else is going to be able to read them other than just.
Oh yeah, good point. I'll try one. I'll try one too. I'll pick one right up and see if I can understand it.
Okay. So the first one that you grab, let's say you grab the broken one that's like broken in half. Yep. You're looking at it. For some reason, the words don't really materialize in the way that you might want them to. It's almost like you don't really get this specific one. But as you look down to the one that was next to it, one that's not broken, it's almost like a certain magic within it allows it to appear to you.
Interesting. Okay, I'll very carefully set down the broken one and head over to the one I actually got a glimpse of and can kind of read. Be like, this one is broken, obviously, but it's also... I'll just stop talking and keep reading this plaque.
Definitely. And you pick up the plaque of Ser Caldera Morn. She's the shield bearer queen. Her shield never lowered, even when her breath failed.
Epic. What a boss lady. I will definitely try to find her. I'll look around the murals and the statues and the busts and everything and try to, sync it up and make sense of it. And of course, place the plaque appropriately.
Perfect. And the mural that you see is what you could assume of the shield queen or the shield before the queen. It depicts a woman dead within her shield, holding it forward, holding it steady and strong, protecting the queen.
Epic. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah. Protecting the queen even in death.
Oh, also possibly metaphorical. We'll see how that goes.
Oh.
Like just hit me. I was like, wait, maybe. We'll see.
Oh.
And as you do insert the next one, it absolutely lightens up one of the words above the room. They stood.
Okay. All right, Calvin, you're next.
And
I would like to solve. No, I'm just kidding.
That's awesome.
Calvin will approach one as well, to maybe the one that he couldn't normally get a gist of initially.
Definitely. And it seems like the same story happens. You look at one of the fully intact plaques, fully focusing on this ancient dead language. You begin to understand it, not because you know it, but because the magic allows it so. And as you're able to begin to read this either to yourself or aloud, High Magus Elric Dane, Arcane Warden of the Hollow, sealed the eastern gate with his final spell.
All right. He's like got his journal out and he's writing all this stuff. He's a history buff, so he's just eating this up. He's going in. He's like, oh right, let me and he'll pocket it away and bring it to he'll scan around the room, make sure the bust and the portrait and everything matches and fits seamlessly.
Definitely. And you are able to find a portrait that depicts a mage type of person erecting this large spell of protection, but it comes in such a different way. All of the scenery and surroundings of this like stone environment is just normal like gray stone. But as the magic begins to wash over the mural, it begins to transform into marble.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
And as you insert the plaque, you get the next word to appear above the door, and it actually has 2 words. They stood because he.
I'm a little concerned about the marble thing, personally. Maybe it's
Yeah,
fine,
well,
maybe it's not, you know? I don't know.
Magic's always gonna magic. Ain't much you can do about it.
That is true. That is true.
Well, how about you, gunslinger? You ready to get this 4th one over here?
Let's get him.
And same story as before. It seems like this magic isn't exclusive to anybody, but as you begin to read into the next plaque, you have Marshal Ren Orvik, Master of Arms, taught me the blade and fell by my side. And as you do begin to look over the different murals, you're going to see Marshal Ren himself, a warrior clashing blades with a towering enemy champion. This enemy champion is shadowed out and unable to be made out within the mural. Beside him, a crowned figure, clearly a young king, fighting shoulder to shoulder with him. The enemy is mid-swing, but Ren's sword is already finding its mark. And you're just going to see him like, kneeling slightly beside the king, defending the king with a strike of a shadowy figure that is incomprehensible within the mural.
Okay. Super cool.
And as the plaque slots directly into the plaque place, what we are left with for a inscription, they stood because he could. And then with 2 more plaques remaining, I'm going to assume somebody's just going to step forward and put them in, since it's pretty obvious. You've got Veira Sol, Spy Master of the Court, saw the enemy's strike coming, but did not move. And then Joran Keld, Keeper of the City Seal, refused to flee, for where would the city be without its seals? And as you look over the next one, the Assassin Moment, the Veyran Sol, there's a display of a hooded woman standing in the path of a cloaked enemy assassin. A dagger pierces through a ally's chest, but her own blade is stilled, stopped in fear, watching the massacre happen. That was Veyran Sol. The next, the Keeper of the Gates, Joran Keld, shows a stout man in a ceremonial robe clutching a great bronze seal. He stands before the city gates, refusing to pass through, despite pleading, hands pulling at him behind him. A tide of darkness with thousands of hands engulfs him. And all of the plaques have been placed within the room's plaque places, and the inscription above the door, as it begins to open, says, "They stood because he could not fall."
You said the door begins to open? Is that what you said?
Yeah. Door begins to open.
I really wanted each of you to do the plaque thing, because if it affected me in some bad way, I wanted everyone else to be affected as well.
That's probably what makes the undead. All the squirrels came in here and did this once before us.
Yeah. I was like, well, if I'm going down, everyone else is too. No, I'm just kidding.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so the door's
Door
open.
opens.
Yep. The doors open into the next area.
Is it dark? Do we see like a dark room or anything like that?
So for the most part, it's relatively dark, but there is a faint twilight coming through the top of the cavern. You're looking into the center of the city town, or the city building's courtyard. So as you look into, it's faintly illuminated. This is what you see.
Interesting. Is this like some sort of illusion, or am I misunderstanding how we're seeing this?
So you move through an indoor room, one that had a giant door, and this door leads to a courtyard in the building.
Okay.
So,
And we're coming in from what, like right here?
yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is actually just a courtyard.
Yep.
Okay.
You're going to notice the statue in the center of the. It's of the a shield maiden, but it doesn't necessarily look like the one we previously talked about. She has a gem in the center of her forehead that's connected by like these marble-like chains that flow down her back. And as you begin to kind of like see or peer into the courtyard, there's these black mists that are rotating around the statue.
Oh, so cool.
Okay. Are we outside now, or is this a walled-in area?
So it's walled in, but it is outside, open sky.
Okay.
Is this statue like about normal height of a person, or is it probably like a larger size?
It's like 12, 13 feet high.
Okay.
Very imposing across the entire
Go push it over.
courtyard.
Maybe.
I mean, you might be able to. It takes some effort.
Now, are these trees dead as well?
Yes, the trees are absolutely dead, but it doesn't look like they've been moved. Everything else looks incredibly old, but these trees were living some time ago, but it seems like they've been petrified there. So it's like the structure of the tree is now strong and sound, but dead as heck.
Well, of course, we want to test and see if this statue is somehow gonna hurt us. So, Mr. Dirt,
And,
you want to throw your lasso at it and just kind of hit it with it? See what happens?
So there is that black mist circling around the statue as well. You will hear faint whispers coming from the black mist too.
Well,
Okay, good.
That
Perfect.
was awful.
is Draven with like he'll take another quick minute to see if he senses the same type of undead coming from this statue as he did from the statues as they came in.
Okay. Doing that, you would get a similar sense, but not the same.
Any loose
So they are
pebbles?
undead, but not the same undead. Like everything that you've been interacting with had absolutely no amount of intent or will.
Yeah.
These do.
Well,
Am I getting the okay to do a warning shot?
Oh, a warning shot.
Hey, if
Sure.
you want to give it a try, go for it.
I'm not gonna say no.
I will
yeah,
shoot.
I mean,
I will shoot in the air.
Okay. Just gonna shoot the statue like in the chest or the shield, the sword, the head.
No. No, I'm not gonna hurt it. I'm just gonna shoot like off to the side to see if like anything happens.
Okay, so
Or
like
should I
kinda
shoot
at the
it?
black
Wait.
mist then.
like at the black mist then.
Is it like smarter?
I think off to the side's fine, personally. I agree with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay,
I mean, I
okay. I'll
shoot
shoot
them.
off to the side. I'll try to go through some mist on the
mean-
way.
I'd go
Okay,
for that
totally.
gem in the forehead.
Yeah, that might be what happens next.
I mean, that was talked about.
All right. So you're right here.
Interesting.
Um,
A grid appears.
Yeah.
Here, and
Then
as you
comes on.
I'm not really near anybody. No.
I guess you guys can be like back there if you'd like. We're
Yeah.
really wherever. It doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, no, actually, I think
yeah.
I'm over here at the
Yeah.
top right. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Okay.
Yeah.
But as
Where-
you take this shot that kind of like sails past the statue through the black mist, you hear a just loud screech. And as this starts to like kind of overtake your ears in a way that's in a oppressive type of way, you begin to see
Over there.
these right here.
Whoa.
Oh, I see. See, okay.
3 wraiths circle this statue of what you guys can kind of tell is not the shield maiden, but of the queen she was protecting in the previous mural.
The wait, I'm sorry. Say that again. What is depicting the queen?
The previous mural of the shield maiden protecting the queen. This is not the shield maiden. This is the queen, the statue.
Okay, the statue.
So
of
the
queen.
wraith is like the shield maiden.
The
I see.
wraiths are protecting the shield for sure. And
Yeah.
as you take that shot, all right, the statue's right here.
Would
It
we
gets
notice
to
if we-
about right here. Gets to about right here and screams in your face. But it has this weird like pull that it's not really trying to leave the queen's visage. So it goes right on back. And they continue their circle.
Oh my.
Interesting. Okay, kind of hostile, kind of not.
But they're not wanting
Call
to
it a
leave the queen's presence.
Mhm.
Okay. So it screamed at us. We didn't feel anything from it. It just screamed at us then, right?
Yep. It screamed at you, but felt like a very oppressive scream. You didn't specifically get attacked by anything, but
Yeah.
you felt it deep in your heart.
Well, they're protecting it for something.
I don't know. Seems kind of just like a dutiful thing, you know? Like maybe, does it seem possible at all that we could, not necessarily saying we should do this, but does it seem possible that we could just like follow along the walls and avoid them, more or less?
From what you can tell, it seems like that might be possible. They weren't hostile to you until you were hostile to them. Dirt.
Strange. Okay.
Let's do I want Calvin to kind of use a little more occultism to this like stone on her forehead, the gem or whatever. He wants to see if this is this the centerpiece that's causing kind of corruption, because it looks like it definitely has a power source to it.
Okay. So go ahead and make a check, but this is also going to be a little bit harder for you. I know you had advantage on some of the things because you were holding them, but this is almost even out of sight, kind of like shaded by her bangs of the statue. So I'd say at disadvantage.
Okay, disadvantage. Cool. So yeah, 2 + 5 would be 7.
Okay. I thought you got a 17 for disadvantage. I was like, what? So 7 is not bad, but as you peer over this like gem that's in the center of her forehead that has the like white marble chains coming out of it down her back, they're kind of like, you see a glimpse of the like sun or moonlight shine off of it. It looks in a way kind of like magical, but it doesn't look like the undead ethereal like purple smoke that you've been seeing everywhere. In fact, it's the only thing that doesn't feel like that.
Okay. And which portrait had the marble coming from it?
The marble was from the dude who's doing the big spell, the Magus guy. Hi, Magus Elric. Yep.
Okay.
I don't got too much of a good read on that little magical doodad on her forehead, but I would reckon that's a little different than the other past encounters we've had. I'm gonna check out this corner over here. I think if we flank around, stay along the perimeter, these things will keep circling like sharks. We'll be fine.
To be entirely honest, I would enjoy possibly entering into combat and destroying these creatures, but it doesn't seem entirely necessary.
I kind of think we're going to need that gem on that forehead at some point.
All right.
Interesting point.
Agree. It does seem of value, and I would like to get a further investigation on it. But let's just make sure there ain't any other creepy crawlies around.
What I'm wondering is, if we're not aggressive to it, how close can we get?
I love that, Dirt.
Like so Draven saw how so it got up to right about here when it came at us, right?
I think it came because of the gunshot.
Yeah, but it only went to like right about here before it went back.
Yeah.
So
this is the spot that it goes to.
So I'm gonna cautiously walk up to right here.
Okay.
And see if it comes at me. And I'm not going aggressive. I'm just calm in nature, walking right up to right there.
Okay. So you have their attention, but not with a aggressive demeanor. So they're not specifically attacking you right now, but you are in their range. You know that.
But I would know that they're not circling so much anymore, or they're still circling.
They're circling just because let's call that their patrol.
Their movement. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah.
So they're still circling more or less, but they are absolutely aware of you. And they've kind of been aware of the whole party when you guys walked into this courtyard.
Okay.
Okay.
There's any way we can just sneak that little thing off its head, just in case. But I don't think it's going to be that easy.
Calvin's going to try talking to him first, just in case they might speak. So he's going to yell out and be like, "Keepers of the statue, do you communicate?"
As Draven hears him talking, he's stepping back.
Good choice. And just calling out into the wind of this like black smoke that they're creating around, you'll hear like faint whispers that sound a little bit something like, "He told us to wait."
Who told you to wait?
And they're just gonna say simple stuff just like that again. We promised. Keep her safe. He told us to wait. Don't let them in.
Should we point out that
assumption?
Go ahead.
Well, very kind of you. Thank you. It is my assumption that these might have been once dutiful guards that have perished. Their souls are perhaps lingering here, while noble, they might need to be put to rest. Any objections?
Draven is going to say to the race, he's going to be like, well, by golly, that's what we're here for. We're here to protect. We're here to do that protection as well.
You're not gonna get through them, boy.
And we know that the queen needs that protection, and we want to help protect. And I'd like to grab that little gem right there to do that protecting.
Nice.
And you hear very intimidating whispers of somewhat the same type of things coming back to you. We promised. So unfortunately, they don't respond to trying to reason with them.
I'll lean
So
over
they're
to
just
Calvin.
repeating the same thing basically over and over.
Yes.
Gotcha.
I'll lean over to Calvin and just be like, for the record, I do not object.
Hey, he's
So-
already knocking an arrow on his great bow. What was that?
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna look at the rest of the party and be like, well, I guess we should just get right to it then, huh?
Definitely.
No hard feelings.
What class is Draven?
It's Spellblade.
Okay. Am I the tank ish?
Yeah.
I can tank a little bit.
Okay, all right.
I can
Cal-
spend my
Calvin,
resources to help make the tank tankier, so I can help with that a little bit too.
Okay. You know what? Actually, instead of his great bow, he's going to start out with his long pole.
Okay.
And then he is just going to go, well, let's get to it then. And he's going to take a step forward with it, like twirling the long pole in his hand.
Definitely.
Would,
Before we get into combat, let's all take a quick break, real quick. Potty break, grab a drink or something, and then let's get right in it.
Color.
Sounds good.
All right.
Oh, then what's your cat's name?
So I have a cat myself actually, but it's a stray cat that hangs around my RV, and I
Nice.
feed it. I feed it constantly.
Aww. I love that.
Yeah.
That's a great place for him to sleep.
I come by. Well, because it is a stray, and there's a few of us in like where I live at right here. There's the one person next to me. He takes the cat to the vet to get shots and stuff like that. But the cat just prefers to be an outside cat. So, but it whenever I leave in the morning, practically every morning, he's right there on my step. So
Aw.
I've grown accustomed to being careful when I open my door. But yeah, I put some food out in the morning, come back from work, and he's like walking up as I get out of my truck. And hold on 1 second, come inside, get some food, and set it out for it. But
That's cool.
I definitely want to keep that cat around, keep rodents and stuff away from here.
Yeah, right.
Right. That's so sweet. I love that. Have you guys named him at all?
Cat.
There you go.
Okay.
No, I mean, I think there's one family next to me. I think their kids got a name for it, but we didn't really, a bunch of us were talking about it. We didn't want to give it all a name, someone else, because the people kind of move in and out from right here where I'm at, and and we didn't want to have the cat have a multitude of different names, so we just call it Cat for right now.
An identity crisis.
Yeah,
Believe it or not, most people's cats have that problem because they walk in the room and they're like, "Hey, Mr. Fluffy Butt," instead of just calling it,
yeah.
The normal name.
But it's a good. He's a amazing cat though. So we'll let the kids, the little kids, just paw at it and just pick it up and carry him around, and he just doesn't fuss or anything like that at all.
That's awesome.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's
My
kind of like
cat,
cheese
I'm
it.
so mad at him right now. He shit the other night. I wouldn't pet him, and he got so pissed off, and he just biting me, scratching me, everything. I was like, oh my god.
Jeez. I've had a time when Cheez-It got the zoomies and he was running around the back of my couch, right? And I don't know if he was trying to launch off the couch or not, but he ended up running directly into the side of somebody's head while he had the zoomies. That was sitting on the couch. Just
That's crazy.
Did you hear all of a sudden in the background, finish him?
yeah. But hey, if everyone's back, we could try to hop
Yeah.
back into it.
Ready to go.
Ready.
Definitely. So to get everything started off, let's go ahead and throw some initiative in the mix. You guys go ahead and roll initiative, which is adding your agility to it. I also don't mind if there's we use the alternate way of initiative, like you had something specific you were trying to do to initiate combat. I'm fine with you using that, an athletics check or something. Just whatever you're using. If it's not specifically, shoot, I forgot what
Like
you
a
add
survival.
to initiative. Is it charisma? No,
No,
athletics.
it's
Initiative
agility.
is agility.
Agility.
Your
That's
combat
what it
mastery
is.
plus agility. Oh,
Okay.
yeah, combat mastery plus agility. So mine should be a 10 actually, not a 9.
I don't remember if saves add the combat mastery by default. Yes, they do. Okay.
Oh,
So
good
I'm
rolls.
agility.
And
Jeez.
do you guys want to go ahead and add yourself to the turn order? Oh, hold up. Let me clear it.
See, it was being a pain for me. For us right now, it's clear. Okay. All right, never mind.
Okay.
The last time I was trying to use it, it had like the 4 previous turns, and I could not delete them. So you guys were like adding turns, and I was like had clones, but you guys only saw the ones you were adding, and I was like, "What's happening?"
That's funny.
Did it put us in like? Can we move that order around? I guess.
Yep,
or-
you can move them around however you'd like, and for whatever you rolled for initiative.
Let's see here. Mine would
Yay.
be a 10 actually. I didn't add my +1
Cool.
for combat mastery.
Okay, definitely. So that should be initiative set up for everybody. And it looks like Mr. Dirt's first. You guys did beat the encounter DC, so congratulations with that one. 2 out of the 4 at least.
Awesome. Always good to act first.
Yep. And you guys are absolutely first. And it's Mr. Dirt acting first from way back there.
From way downtown.
It's actually over yonder.
Oh, right. Mistake.
Okay, going to. Sorry, I'm going to hunter's mark this person, the 2 hunters mark, and then I'll try to shoot it.
Okay, definitely.
Okay.
So we got 17 plus 4 to make 21. And your
Okay.
hunter's mark, that I think that's all the advantages on the first round. But you definitely hit. And not only do you hit, it's a brutal hit on this race.
Nice.
Nice.
Big. Good start.
And what exactly does that look like when you like launch a shot off, you know?
I'm gonna do it. Okay, hunter's mark. Point at it. I turn around. I shoot behind me, behind my back,
Oh,
Right at him.
nice.
over the head. Yeah,
Straight up trick shots. That's awesome.
Sounds cool.
360 no scope.
And what's the base damage on that too, by the way?
It is 2.
2. And then you got a brutal, so that's an extra 2 to bring it to 4. And that should be a 2 AP from you. What's next? You got 2 more.
So it is gonna be 3 AP just because I have to reload, so I'm ready for the next time. Because if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. My last AP will be. I'm gonna use my last one to do the support maneuver, whatever, for the next person.
Oh, the help action?
Yeah.
Okay. So the help action on Tayek's next attack. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, but don't they get a help die from me putting the hunter's mark on it?
So yes,
Okay.
because of the hunter's mark, if you get a heavy or brutal hit, you do get a help die because of that. So if you were trying to do a second help die, then you totally could.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay. So 8 and a 6 for your next action, Cody.
Okay, that's awesome. Okay, which wraith did you already shoot at? The nearest one?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So that one's already taken some hits. How did it react to damage? Did it take that like normal, seemingly?
So when the bullet hit it, it's almost like it like pushed it backwards. It didn't specifically like hit the thing and then like create a bullet wound. It almost like the bullet went through it, but it still felt the force of the bullet going through it.
Okay. That's enough for me. Let's see here. Lightning, poison, acid. Let's see. I feel like lightning. That's what I'm going to stick with. Lightning. Okay, so set me up to hit this thing hard. I'm going to hit it really hard. Lightning. Can I add damage to that? Action point enhancement. Yes, +1 lightning damage per AP. All right, so I'm going to line up a little, I'm just going to kind of like point my hand towards this thing for a second, and I'm going to cast Lightning Bolt for 1 AP. Spend a second to give it advantage, and the other 2 for extra damage. So all of my action points going into this thing. Here we go.
All right, heck yeah, let's see it.
Okay, advantage, hopefully a little better. A little better.
Little.
And then the D8, so we're up to 14, then the D6, 17 total. That's all the stuff, 17.
Man. So 17 absolutely hits, and it's going to be a heavy hit. But
all right.
what were you attacking with, by the way? You said lightning bolt?
Yeah.
Nice. Are there any special effects that come with that? And
Let's
what's the
see.
base damage?
It's going to take 2 damage, and that's it outright. It's a little better if they have heavy armor on, but I imagine that's not going to apply here. So it's 2 damage plus the 2 that I added with action points, so we're up to 4. And then you said it's a heavy? Sweet, so 5 damage total then.
Okay. Wow. And with that 5 damage right here, it basically passes straight through the wraith, but it's kind of like as it gets pushed back, it's almost like it gets pushed back as a ghost or like TV images, kind of like.
Oh, cool.
So you'll see like the visage of the wraith slowly go back forward, back, and then back
almost
to
like
the place that it
moving
was.
in after images and craziness.
Yes, 100%.
All right, cool. I like that. Well, that's all I can do. Just one big
Definitely.
old hit, hardest I can hit it.
And the robes on the wraith were tattered at first, but they definitely look close to broken.
Nice. Okay, cool.
Okay.
And with that there, we're actually going to move over to the first wraith. And there we go. That one will go right here. That one will go right here. And you can probably guess where the last one goes.
Perfect.
We're supposed to be seeing something.
Just in the turn
Oh,
order.
the turn order is changing.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
You're like, looks the same.
They're invisible.
So the very first wraith is actually going to be coming forward to Calvin's location, believe it or not. It's not just in front of you, but it's also inhabiting the exact same space as you. It's going for not necessarily a grapple, but it is going to grab both of your shoulders and try to scream in your face.
Oh man, I don't know if your defenses could be helped in this situation, but
Specifically, this is going to be an AD attack.
okay, I'll burn an action point to cast shield to help you out too.
He knows that my reactions are PD. So my AD is an 11, plus the 5 is 16.
Definitely. And I didn't add any bonuses to it initially, but there is a +2 to this, so he actually has a 19.
Well, at least it's only a normal
Well,
hit now.
Yeah, you just got a normal hit. That's good.
Definitely. And you're actually going to be getting attacked with the full force of what feels like a soul drain. As this wraith screams in your face, you're going to take 1 damage point, and you're also going to lose 1 rest point.
Nice.
Okay. What's the type of damage?
The umbral.
Okay.
I don't think undead is a specific type, so I'm pretty sure it's going to be umbral.
That makes sense. Unless it's just like do us real dirty and just say it's true damage. It just is. Yeah.
I have resistance to psychic. That was what I was wondering.
Nice.
All right. So take the 1, and that's it. No saves or anything. That's all you got, Wraith?
Right. Take one. Take 1 of the points for the damage. 1 for that one. Rest point.
Yep. I'm at 9 out of 10 rest points now.
Okay. Definitely. And that's to simulate that it's taking away like your HP potential in a way.
It's arresting me.
Yes.
You're under arrest, but only 1.
Okay.
So with that there, the Wraith is actually going to use its 3rd action point to go right back to where it's at. And then it's going to be Draven's turn.
Okay, so I want to do analyze creature. I'm going to spend an AP to do analyze creature on it. So it'll be an occultism check.
Okay.
And what I'm hoping I roll good enough that I would be able to maybe learn a vulnerability about it at all.
Okay, definitely.
Yeah, too bad I don't have a knowledge in occultism though. So we'll see how this works. Got my +1. Nope, I get nothing from that.
Oh man.
Yeah.
From what you can tell, these wraiths seem pretty strong. The normal stereotypes probably apply to undead, but you have no real base of experience to judge that on.
Okay, with that, I'm just going to go ahead and I don't want to get within its range, so I'm going to go ahead and use an AP. I'm going to use my last 3 AP basically. 1 AP to cast Cybolt, 1 AP to do that at advantage.
Cool.
And then I think I can do my last AP to pump extra damage into that.
Nice.
Absolutely.
So,
and which one are you firing at?
the first one.
Okay.
So see 13 plus 4 would be 17.
It definitely hits with a heavy.
Okay. So Cybolt is 2 base with the 1 that I pumped into it, so that'd be 3, and then 4 for the heavy.
Nice, very nice. And this Cybolt is coming straight out of your hand with like such a power that you kind of like are intending to push it back, like you've seen it get pushed back with other things that have hit it. But as you push it back, it's unable to recoil as it usually does, and it actually disappears in smoke as it dies.
Good deal. Alrighty, and that's all of my action points. That's the end of my turn.
Very cool. And then next up is going to be this one right over here. So something that you guys are now noticing within their area of influence, it can travel as far as it needs to, so long as it's in that area of influence, and it will only cost it 1 AP. So this is going to be right over here, traveling a whole like 7 or 8 spaces, still within this area of influence around the statue. So that costs it 1 AP just to get to you guys. And, you know, heads up, all of them can probably do the same thing. Now, as it's going to reach out and grab Tayek, it's going to just take a sweep at you, you know, going for the shoulders, looking you dead in the eyes, and it's going to go for a scream. This time, it's going to empower it with advantage, so it's not going to retreat back to the statue.
Okay, I'm going to use another action point to shield myself this time.
Okay. We got a 10 against your AD.
Okay, I think I'm safe. Let me double check. Oh yeah, I'm good. AD's 11. Plus more now.
Definitely.
16 actually.
And that is going to be... next up is Calvin.
Alrighty. So what we can do here is master fighting spirit. At the start of your first turn in combat, you gain one of the benefits. I think I'm going to do the advance, where I can take a move action and get advantage on my first physical check.
Definitely.
So I'll just come here. Is physical check considered an attack as well?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, just making sure there. Or actually, I won't move yet because I want to get flanking with this thing, right? I'm within 1 Tayek. All right, so let's go ahead and attack him then. So I have the long pole equipped. So I'm gonna do the long pole. I am going to have 1 advantage on there, and then I think I'll spend an AP for power, and then just.
So you're doing double advantage since you already have advantage from the start.
Just the 1 advantage, adding power for the extra damage. So
okay,
let me roll that here. 1d20 or 2d20. And so 15 plus 4 is 19, plus the additional damage from power.
Okay. So 19 is going to be a heavy, almost brutal.
Okay. And I will then use the... and the flank is plus 2, actually. So it's 20.
20. Okay. So
yeah.
you're 1 away from brutal.
Oh, so close.
Okay. I think I'll just go ahead and switch to my... for free, as the champion can, to my great bow, target the
Absolutely.
other one, and this one will be made at 1 disadvantage because second attack.
Definitely. And real quick, what was the final damage that was going to happen on the wraith right next to you?
So it's just a normal, or was it a heavy?
It was going to be a heavy, but
Okay,
what was the base damage?
The base damage for the long pole is just 1 piercing plus the power, so 2 piercing.
Nice. So 3 total?
Yeah, if it had a +5 integration, then yeah.
Nice. Sorry to interrupt you.
Did you say long pole?
Yeah, long pole. Yeah. You seen that weapon? And then let's go ahead and do the great bow at this guy. So I'm gonna roll this at disadvantage for a standard attack. So I'll just to see if we hit. Might as well. 2d20. Oh, there we go. Oh, too bad. 4 plus 4 is 8. Yeah, so 8 I assume doesn't hit.
Unfortunately, no. It sails right by him.
And then we'll do the same thing on that one for my last action point. I'm going to do this one right here. Analyze creature with occultism. So I'm going to roll a d20. 16 plus 5 is 21, so that means DC is 10. You learn a piece of lore about the creature each 5, which would be 2. I learned 1 statistic. If I can choose, I'd like to know if it has any its ability or vulnerability.
Okay, definitely. Vulnerability to Radiant. Its ability, Soul Drain. It'll damage you as well as remove a rest point. You do already know its physical defense, which is a 11, since Brutal is 21.
Mhm.
That was 2, I'd say
That was it.
2-ish pieces of information. I could give you a little bit more if you were trying to go for it, but it's not too much.
Yeah. All right. That's all 4 AP from me.
Cool. And then next up is going to be the last Wraith in the bunch. They're also going to spend 1 AP to move all the way down over here. And they're also going to take a swipe straight at you, Calvin. Another scream right in your face, but they're going to do it at advantage this time.
I'll use shield again.
I was going to say I was going to also use parry on this.
Dang. Okay.
We got a plus 10 coming in. His PD is 13 plus 10 is 23.
Nice. Okay. So it definitely doesn't hit this time. Just
Sweet.
screaming in your face doesn't work, apparently. Unshaken.
In that case, he will use slip away as another reaction, which is his technique. So it triggers a target misses you with an attack. He's going to take the full dodge action, can move up to his speed. He'll stay where he is, but also spend an SP to make a diving attack against that. No, never mind, because he has the great bow equipped. So I'll just not spend the SP. He'll just take the full dodge basically with it in case it does another attack.
That's still pretty awesome.
Sounds good to me. Yeah.
Gotta remember that. That's dodge for the whole rest of the round, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that brings us all the way back around to the top. And Mr. Dirt, what are we doing? I think your mic might not be working. I saw you unmute to say something, but I didn't hear nothing.
Yep, could be.
I see it wanting to work.
Yeah.
Do you want to type it in the chat?
Yeah. That could actually work. If for some reason it's not working, the voice.
Well, hey, Mr. Dirt, you want to go anytime you can. Hope Mr. Dirt didn't go back into the other room.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
Definitely. Sorry about your mic.
Just in case, I'm gonna tell the viewers what happened there because I don't have the chat being recorded necessarily.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that
So
makes sense.
Cassidy's mic is out. She said she's hunter's marking the wraith on the right of Calvin. Then she's shooting, and she rolled pretty nicely with a 17 plus.
And it is definitely going to hit. 17 plus
21.
4 makes a 21. Yep, for
Nice,
brutal.
nice. Very good.
We've got 2 base damage on that handgun of yours and 2 damage for the brutal. So the one over here is going to take a clean 4 damage.
Nice, very good. She does have the 2 AP left. Looks like she's rejoining real quick.
I think she was targeting this one. She said to the right of Calvin.
Oh, so sorry.
Yes. Yep.
Thank you for that. Okay, so there's 2 AP left for your turn.
Wait, OMG. I think Mr. Dirt's using sign language right now.
Yeah,
It's a good thing. Go ahead.
Mr. Dirt under pressure. They get mute. They go nonverbal.
Reload and do the help.
Okay. All right, cool.
And who are you gonna help? Same as last time, Tayak.
Let's see. What am I going to be doing here? Does no sign, not to flex. Fair enough.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
And you got to help die. Cody.
Okay, let's see here. I think I only have 1 AP left now.
Yeah, you were using those reactions like candy.
Yep. So 1 AP. Good thing I've got the help die at least. Let's see. I think lightning has the opportunity to do the most damage. So I might just stick with that, but I'm also curious. I still want to know, just as a studied gentleman, if poison is going to hurt him. So I'm going to try that. With my last action point, I'm going to cast Poison Bolt on which wraith have we harmed the most so far? One on the left or right?
So technically, it's actually the one on the right now.
Okay, I'm going to focus fire there then and cast Poison Bolt with the D8 to help me out. No advantage. Submit. Go.
Would you get flanking at all?
Probably not for a spell.
Yeah, you probably don't for a spell because long range and all that.
Yeah.
But it totally would have applied if you were punching it.
Right? Okay, 17 plus 4, 21 total.
Hey, that's a magic number.
Base damage is 2 poison.
2 poison. And we're gonna get 2 for the brutal. As this poison bolt begins to like phase straight through its chest and push her back a little bit with those after images, you'll see that it does work. Not any more than a normal amount of like damage from bludgeoning or piercing or something, but it's not immune.
All right, cool. Perfect. And that's all I can do. That's it for me.
And then got the one that's next after Tyak is dead, so it goes right back to Draven.
Okay, Draven is going to Blink Blade to get that extra space, and then going to go ahead and do a smite on this one. Unfortunately, Draven, when he did his quick rest and bound to his weapon, he did fire, so it will be fire damage on it.
That's okay.
And going to use, I'm going to use 2 AP to give advantage on this.
Nice.
And then I'm going to, because I get a free maneuver with that, I'm going to put power maneuver onto that.
Oh, cool.
Very good.
With the smite, I forgot to get that free maneuver with that, so I'll have power into this as well.
Nice. Good thinking. And yes, Cassidy, I think your mic's working again. It did for a second.
I heard you gasp.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a 14 with a 4, 18 to hit.
18 to hit, definitely hits with a heavy.
Okay, so that would be a 1 for the base for the whip plus 1 space, so that'd be 2. And then I have impact on the whip, so that'd be 3 with impact, and then 4 with heavy.
Absolutely.
Nice.
And then the 1 for power, so 5 total.
Nice.
Did you also smite for an extra 2 damage?
Oh yeah, I did do smite, so that was
Oh.
fire damage.
That's
Yep.
big.
So, believe it or not, as your flame whip starts to just strike straight through the like chest and face of this wraith, you completely make it disappear. And as the like wraith begins to fade away, you do see like a human face behind the cloak, like slightly apparate and then disappear as well. So like, let's say when you're looking at them, they have like a faceless appearance or like no facial features. But as they start to die and fade away, you do start to see the facial features of the person that they were.
And as Draven like does that strike and sees that, he's just gonna respond, There, Mr. Wraith. Why don't you go ahead and lay to rest now? We'll take care of everything.
I like the juxtaposition here because it's very hearted, but the wraith is probably just like,
Yeah. Like, it's okay, buddy.
Yeah. And then I think I have 2 AP left, and I'm going to use 1 AP to move up to here, and 1 AP, I guess, if you will, to grab that chain that's connected to the gym and see if I can remove that from the statue.
it's about 13 feet high. Pretty
so it's
hard
not a
for you
long
to-
chain that I can reach.
No, it's a chain that's coming out of her forehead that's like strapped to her shoulder. So the chain specifically 13 feet high, her shoulder like 12.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So you could try, but it'd be pretty hard, or just climb it.
Yeah. Can I use my 1 AP to climb? To make it a
Sure.
to climb?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's gonna suck if I fall. So is that just a agility check? I think, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I don't think there's specifically a climbing check
Might even argue just a physical check if,
if agility's bad.
Yeah. See if I can maybe climb up it.
Yeah, go for it.
Yep. There's a 16.
Actually works really well. So the wrinkles in the dress of this lady here, solid, easy to grip. You're able to get a little bit over her waist before the wraiths start to freak out. Well, the wraith, I should say. This one's toast.
right.
This one is actually going to use its reaction to snap back to the statue and be directly in your face. I'm just going to move this dead wraith to get it out of the way because this wraith is right here, and I'm going to assume you're right here on the statue.
Yeah. Now, what I'm hoping is that when I did that, I imposed an opportunity of attack for it to come at me.
Opportunity.
Or does it snap back, like basically teleport?
So, opportunity attacks only work if it leaves your space, unless you have a specific monk stance, like the scorpion stance, that makes it when they enter your space.
Oh, I was meaning for Tayek and Calvin.
Oh,
Because
right.
I was trying to draw it away
Calvin.
from
Oh,
them.
yeah, Actually, for sure. Actually, Calvin would have an opportunity attack if he chooses to take it, but Tayek would not because he's a warlock.
Okay. All right.
True.
I think mine would be at disadvantage because of the great bow. So pass.
Oh, you still have the great bow. I wasn't even thinking about
yeah.
that.
Unfortunately, I can't switch until my turn.
Yeah. Well, I got a wraith on top of me now.
I think you got the right idea trying to get the gem though. So
Yeah.
I'll kind of make that my goal to help you out somehow too, if we can. We'll see.
Okay.
But for the reaction, does the wraith just kind of make it there, and that's all it does?
Yep, the wraith is there for the reaction. It's snapped back instantly to the statue.
Okay.
Got it.
Okay.
Also, as it snaps back to the statue, it didn't like turn to Draven and like start going. It like straight up just was yo-yoed back to the statue, like it was ripped.
Oh, so my
Fun.
proximity to it. Got it.
That's fun. Okay. Okay.
And believe it or not, if that's the end of your turn, the
That is
only
in my turn,
remaining
yes.
wraith is about to go, and it's going to do the scream attack, but it's also going to do it at advantage, and it's also going to empower it. And this is also going to create something that happens slightly different, because there's going to be a reflective whale that bounces off of the shield and straight into your head.
I will use
Is-
shield. I will cast shield.
Is this a PD attack or an AD attack?
It's definitely PD, but
I'm
because of the reflective barrier of the shield, it feels like it's coming from all spaces. So it's going to flank you.
Mm,
Okay.
interesting.
I'm
Fun.
going to use a parry as a reaction and use an action point to parry.
Okay, definitely.
Okay, so
and,
you got like a plus 10 to your PD at least then. So that helps.
Yeah. You guys really don't want me to hit him.
It's gonna take us. I'm
We
so
got a
glad you gave it to me.
19 to hit.
I have it. That's a 26 to hit me because my PD is 16.
Oh, actually, 19 plus the 2 for
the flank.
flanking, which would have made it 21, but definitely doesn't beat a 26.
Yeah, with that 10 on there. Yeah.
Yep.
Woo! Thank you.
It would have just hit.
Yep.
If one of us didn't use the reaction.
And that's psychic damage too, right?
It would be umbral damage.
Umbra. Okay. Got it. All
Yep,
right.
So
Nice.
he's going. That wraith was really going for everything it had. Whole hog still missed.
Oh, Mr. Wraith, I felt like you were yelling at me, but I couldn't quite hear you. You got to go in my good ear.
The
And
most
then next up is
charming
going to be
Okay. Calvin's just got 2 AP, so he's gonna probably stick with the great bow since he's over there. He doesn't want to waste the AP to move. So let's do great bow, and we'll spend advantage on it.
Get him. Get him.
Roll a 2d20. All right, so 12 plus 4 is 16. Yeah,
16 does hit. It's actually just a heavy too.
Oh, nice. That's
He like
awesome.
just made it heavy, I think.
Nice.
No.
And the great bow does 2 piercing, plus the heavy.
Very cool. 3 damage, and it goes just like all of the projectiles. It goes straight through the wraith, so it actually even bounces off of the statue. But obviously doing 3 damage.
Nice. Fun.
Sorry, ma'am.
Didn't mean anything by that.
And the other wraiths are dead, so it's actually right back to dirt. Whenever Calvin's turn is over, if you are.
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just making sure you guys can hear me now.
Yes, we got you.
Yep.
Thank
Yep,
goodness.
absolutely.
Oh my gosh, what happened? There's like 12 different options for a microphone on here. I don't know what to do. And then like I thought I didn't know I was muted, and then I was like, oh my god, I'm muted, and then I had to refresh 12 times. Anyway.
It can be tough.
Computers are okay. I always Hunter's Mark, and then
Yeah, go ahead. Give it a shot.
Mark and shoot. Nice.
the one that Hunter's Mark is that the one that I have it on? No.
So when you have a hunter on a target and then that target dies, you can put that hunter's mark on a different target for free, I believe. So you don't have to spend an AP on hunter's mark every single time. It just transfers over to your.
Wow, that's crazy. Okay, so then if I do that for free, then I'm gonna use my other two to. Can I use my other 2 things to add more damage?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
I'm gonna do that.
Better.
Okay, 14 ain't bad.
No, it at least hits.
Love that. So then would that be 4 damage?
Base damage of 2 plus the 2 damage that you added to it from your 2 AP. Were you adding the 3 remaining AP to damage?
Just the 2.
Okay, so you only had two AP left then?
Yeah,
Okay. Then yeah, it would just be 4 damage.
perfect.
And funny enough, this wraith has taken a couple of hits now, and with 1 shot straight to the chest, it disappears as well.
Nice.
What?
Okay. See, we got you,
Ooh,
Draven.
great.
We got you.
Great shot, Mr. Dirt.
So
And-
encouraging.
And as the
You guys
black
are too
mist,
sweet.
as all of the black mist and the wraiths start to like dissipate away, the courtyard is now clear. You no longer hear the background to the fight, which was the entire. Now it's silent, but not a reassuring silence. It's like an eerie silence still.
Yeah. And Draven's just like halfway up the statue, just climbing, and she's like,
Yeah.
"Are you doing okay up there? You get the gem?"
Am I able to make the rest of my way up there to see if I can remove that gem off of it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Does it seem solid on the statue?
Everything around, like anything that's marble, is actually super solid, but it wouldn't take too long to be able to like finagle it out of there.
Okay. Yeah, I want to try to get that gem out of there if I can.
Definitely. I'm not going to say you need a roll because all you would really need is time. You could fail as many times as you needed until it came out. So,
Yeah.
just using something to chip out that little bit of gemstone out of the center of its head, you do break a decent portion of the marble. And you being a Terraborn, you kind of even understand how hard it is to do what you're doing. And the marble is even harder than you would anticipate marble to be.
Okay. Yeah, because as a Terraborn, my one of my, I guess, ancestral features that I took was the mold earth. So using my hands as sculptor tools or mason tools, I can shape soil, sandstone, or rock.
Very cool.
Cool.
Using like my prime modifier instead of an attribute itself. So my
Definitely.
hands themselves, I would be using as the tools for that.
Very
Nice.
cool. And let's just say, if we're going to put a number to it, if you were able to move like a handful of stone or something like with your hands to like chisel it out, you would only be able to move about half that of the marble at a time.
Oh wow!
So like it's almost
pretty-
twice as it's almost twice as
Yeah.
hard as any of the rocks that you've dealt with so far.
Wow,
Nice.
that's good to know
But
about
he
the marble.
gets
Then. Okay. Yep. Okay.
That's true. You do have this like greenish gem in your hands. It's a gem that's a long diamond. It's not a short, fat diamond. So it's like a point on both sides.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
All right. Interesting. Feel like
Alrighty. And
If-
then what now, party?
I know, right? Is there anything obvious around as far as, or well, I don't know. Actually, first thing, I might peek into the last room. Oh, the last room didn't have things. I was gonna say, move all the way back to the undead statues, see if they're still undead. You never know. Maybe that's all it took. You know?
Oh
I
yeah.
feel like there's something else over here, but
Yeah, probably.
So
Calvin would love
as
to
a-
take a deeper look at it too. Now,
Yeah, definitely.
Jim.
And as you're
Keep it
starting to
being-
climb off of the statue too, Draven, when your hand leaves the statue, you feel an overwhelming sense of grief.
so I feel it.
Man.
Yes, as you release your hand from the statue.
Would I be able to put my hand back on the statue itself to see if that feeling goes away?
It does.
Uh-oh.
And then I remove it again, and then I feel the grief again.
Uh-oh. Hopefully.
Does it feel like it's staying with me?
The feeling of grief doesn't feel like it's leaving you per se. Almost as if you're feeling it naturally. It's something that you have to learn to live with instead of get rid of.
Well, there's that.
Emotional damage.
Okay.
Hopefully
And,
you can walk
at the
more
bottom
than
of this
5 spaces away from it.
At the bottom of the statue, you're also going to see the plaque, and the plaque will say Alara.
I don't think we ever got the queen's name based on the murals and plaques and stuff. So I don't think that was one of the names that came up.
Can I try one thing real quick and set the gem at the feet of the statue to see if that feeling of grief goes away?
Okay. As you set the gem down, you still feel that feeling of grief.
Okay.
Calvin
I'll just
picks
take
it
it
up.
I'll just pick you back up. Yeah.
He's like,
Cares about
oh, take a look at
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So yeah, he also wants to do that check again. He gets it with advantage, but yeah, I don't think I was going to beat the 23 either.
Right.
So this is he's doing the same thing as he originally did, but you said like he was really far, so it's like disadvantage. So now with it actually in his hand, he's gonna let's see what we can make out of this.
Sounds good. And is that 18 your roll?
The 23 and 18 because he gets the advantage when investigating things he's holding.
Okay, so it's the 23.
Yeah.
Nice. Very cool. And as you're looking over this crystal in your hands, this like greenish diamond, it's very, very sturdy. You feel like if you were going to drop it on the floor, nothing would happen. As you look over it, it's almost like a very elongated D8. So it has several different sides as you're turning it over. And you can even see your face a little bit in each of the sides. It's that much of a glistening gem. But as you're like turning it over in your hand, you'll see your face, your face, your face, girl's face, your face, your face.
Oh, is the girl's face like similar to the statue?
Yes, it looks like Elara.
All right. Does he have any history of Alara? Like lore of the world?
If you want to make a history check, go ahead.
Don't ask me twice.
I'm wondering.
5.
All right. Well, no, I guess none of us would know that right now because that's just what Calvin would know. No.
Well, Calvin might not know what this natural 1 or 6.
Yeah.
He skipped that book.
Yeah. This is like ancient kind of stuff. You're surprised that this whole area is still standing. So it's almost like it was lost to the annals of time.
Calvin, would you have shared with us that you saw the face in that gym?
Nope.
Doesn't share.
Well, hey,
that's funny.
Mr. Calvin, I'm gonna need my gym back now. I don't know.
Well-
I get you're trying to study my gym, but I'm gonna need my gym back.
Oh, tell him.
Yeah, sure. Here you go. And he just kind of,
And you're not even gonna
gives a
tell
little cool thumb toss with it.
Still doesn't tell him. So yeah, whatever. Here.
I'm not even gonna know there's a face in that gym now. Thanks a lot.
That's awesome.
All right. He is gonna. I don't think has anyone checked out what's over here. Actually,
No, I don't think so.
all right. He
What?
wants to veer that way.
Yeah, I'll follow you that way.
Yeah, I would follow that way.
Definitely. And so as you guys are looking over here, it looks like this is what used to be a door, but it looks like it was beaten down, battered. Something large went straight through this area. They made their own hallway. And as you do start looking through this, you see a dining hall, a fully equipped dining hall. It looks a little something like this. And in each and every single one of the seats, you see a person chained to the chairs. Each and every one of these people are undead. Some of them look like they've taken their own lives. Others look like they just sat there and starved. At this table, you'll see some of the people, vaguely reminiscent of some of the people you've seen within the murals, but a lot of these people are deceased. Specifically, this one right here is not a man in a tux. It's actually a woman in a wedding dress.
Okay.
Still dead. Like still not.
They're dead, but like they are the visage of undead, but many of them are actually dead,
Okay.
just sitting in their tables.
Okay. Yeah, Calvin will carefully make his way towards the wedding dress one. Is there also something in this seat, like sitting in here?
Nope, that one looks empty.
Okay. And he's gonna kind of like pull out the chair a little bit,
Nailed it.
take a seat in there.
Definitely. And so sitting across from this one here, their heads just like lean back in the chair, eyes closed. They even have these gold coins over top of their eyes that no one else in the room happens to have. These gold coins are actually like these really thick, intricate coins. It looks like the metallurgy maybe back then wasn't there to get the intricate details of like the coins of today. So it's a thick golden coin with a symbol of the city put over it.
You know, I'm half tempted to think that at any second you're just gonna animate, come to life.
That is very
He's gonna-
possible.
pause for dramatic effect. And he just kind of like tap his fingers on the table.
And as you tap the table, one of the helmets of like one of the other bodies just kind of like goes to the side, and the helmet falls off, clanks to the ground, makes a loud noise. Maybe it scares you, but that's it.
Wait, was that me or was that? No, those. Did anybody catch that?
I am 90% sure that one is reanimated now.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
You know, at this point, I wouldn't mind fighting a dragon instead.
Right.
Where did we come in for? Are we like coming in from like which direction?
Yeah, absolutely. So you guys would come in from, it was just a hole in the wall. So like
so
this
right by-
corner right here.
Okay.
Is there anything of interest on the tables? Anything that catches his attention?
So unfortunately, there's not much on the table that you would think that has value. A bunch of rotted food. It looks like this was the last banquet. Everyone got together here to celebrate what they had, from what you can tell. This doesn't look like it ended in a cheery occasion.
Yeah, where the heck the chains come from? Who's doing all that?
Not a bad question.
Draven is gonna walk up to this one right here, and I'm gonna push it over.
Do it.
And it falls straight to the floor. Flat, no recoil whatsoever, just flat down.
Yep. Okay.
Seems dead.
Yeah. Then I'm just gonna.
Wedding dress ladies. Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, Calvin's like inching his hand closer to the hand of the wedding dress one, and he's just gonna offer with a gloved hand a soft caress to the top of the hand and be like, "Ma'am, excuse me, ma'am."
And unfortunately, no response. She does seem to be very dead, as does basically everyone in here.
Huh.
Okay, we cross that off the list. I think we might
That's a
have
pretty-
gotten what we came for. What was that?
What was that?
Yeah, what'd you say, Cassidy?
Oh, B. Never mind. It wasn't anything special.
Okay. Well, what do we do here?
So Draven, you're gonna notice a kind of a change in Draven right now, and he's gonna be like, "Oh, it's just so sad in here right now. All these people sitting at a table, don't even know if they got to eat anymore." And he's just gonna seem down right now, just very down.
Yes,
I'd like to give him a pat on the back, please.
With the
Can I
gun.
roll a pat on the back check? Yeah, with the gun.
With gun hand.
I just don't know what to do. I feel so lost right now.
I'll walk over and just be like, give me that gem.
Well, I don't know if I should. I just feel so sad about everyone in here. Something's just come over me. I don't know what it is.
Yes, that's very strange. Everyone is dead. It's terrible. Can I have that gem?
If you want the gem, I guess here you go. And I was gonna hand the gem over.
Okay.
And that feeling of grief as well is not leaving at all.
Oh, dang.
Oh, now
But,
I got no gem.
I'll just hold the gem for a second and look back at you and still sad. I'm just like, just kidding.
So-
I don't want it. To give it back to you.
So something actually special happens as soon as you grab the gem.
Oh, okay.
So let's just say you had your hand out, right? And then it got plopped into your hand.
Mhm,
The
mhm.
second that it touched your skin, your fingers and hands, your patron begins screaming in your head, "Drop it!"
Whoa. Oh man, now do I like literally just drop it on the ground and not even think about it and hope it doesn't break, you know? I think that's what's gonna happen. But first, you guys are gonna see me just spastically, and then drop it, you know? Like completely just freak out. I'll just be like, just kidding, I don't want it. Before I can hand it back to you, I'm just like, whoa, and basically throw it on the ground.
What the hell
Oh,
did
no.
you do that for?
Oh no, Tyek, are you okay? I know I shouldn't have gave you that gem. I'm so bad.
No, it wasn't you. It was, it's hard to explain. I don't know.
I'm gonna reach down, I'm just reach down and pick up the gem, and I'm just gonna feel like I'm gonna walk over to where the bride's at, where the lady in the wedding dress is, and I kind of want to hold my hand out with the gem towards the bride to see if anything happens, because I'm just feeling like maybe it will do something good, because I'm feeling so bad right now about it.
Okay, very cool.
Do I notice anything as I put my hand out with the gem towards the bride?
Totally. So going back to Cody for just a second, the feeling
yeah.
that you felt was your heart, your stomach, your mind dropping to the bottom. It's like you had a realization that altered your life. That was the feeling that you had. It was almost like every instinct you had said drop the gem,
Interesting.
including your patron. Now, as you hold this gem out to the bride, you're actually gonna like, at first you're gonna be like holding it to her, right? Like, hey, take this. But then you're gonna like tip it upwards just a little bit to look through it. Kind of like, I don't know, like you like or want the gem. And then you're able to see Alara's face and it gets superimposed on her body. You'll see the scream of agony from the gem from Alara's face, but nothing happens in the physical plane.
I have a question. How do I feel about the gem now at all? Do I have any feelings? Or is it just that happened and I'm like, weird?
Your feelings on the gem are up to you, but you might guess that your patron might not want you to touch it and or disown the heck out of you.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. I'm just gonna walk out of the room. Literally just gonna be like, okay, I'm going to take a breather. Really gassy. I had bad rations on the way. I don't know. And I'm just going to walk out of the room for a second.
In which direction?
The same way we came from. Is there more ways? Hold on. Is there more ways?
There is one passageway off to the right over here. And that'll be the what appears to be a grand hall.
I think for now, I'll just go to the room we were already in. Go to the courtyard.
Get a little bit of fresh air.
Yeah. Just walk it off.
Okay, definitely.
Okay, so when I held the stone, when I held the gem up, I was able to see Alara's face within the stone at that point, and it would like superimpose like over the bride's that's sitting there face.
Yes. So you can in a way tell that that's Alara's real body.
I want to walk up and I want to put the gem in her hand.
Okay.
Just jam it in her forehead.
and be like, I feel like this gem belongs to you, and you need to have it back, Miss Alara, or Queen.
Museum.
Oh, yeah, Queen. Nice.
And I want to put it in her hand more so because I feel like I need to return it to her is why I'm wanting to put that back in her hand like that.
Okay, definitely. So placing it into her hand gently won't really have much of a reaction. The body is just this thing that's unmoving, unfeeling. But the will of the gem is going to make it so she closes her hand around it.
Oh, there's something about this gem.
And massive rigor mortis pops.
Oh, you see Calvin's arm like slowly reach across the table to like unhinge her fingers as well and to pick the gem back up.
It's actually very, very hard to try to release her fingers. Yeah, it's like
he struggles for a second and he goes,
What you doing, Mr. Calvin? I gave her the gem back.
Yeah, you did. Look, kiddo, you put it there. You got to get it back now, okay? He's gonna stand up from out of his chair.
No, Miss Alara is inside this gem, and she needs to be back with her body.
No, that gem belongs in a museum.
No, this gem belongs with Miss Alara.
No. Well, first of all, for both our sakes and our wants and needs, it's most likely that gem's gonna be a key component into dispersing whatever curse is going on here, since it's the only thing not radiating necrotic fields of energy. So get that gem, put it in your sock or boot, make sure no one knows you have it, and let's get our asses moving in this hallway.
Then let's do rock, paper, scissors.
What's that?
Rock, paper, scissors. Whoever wins gets to do what they want.
I'll just be like,
go ahead.
All right, Mr. Calvin. Miss Alara, can I have that gem back? And I'm just going to reach down to try to see if I can take it back.
To maybe skip a step or two, that hand's not coming undone.
Okay,
if you want that gem, you're going to have to cut the hand off.
Don't even bother.
At this point, you get the nod of approval from Calvin. Do it right as Tyek is coming into the room.
I really think that gem needs to be with her. I mean, that's going to be key.
It could be. That makes some sense. She certainly seems to, or maybe the gem seems
not wanting to give it up.
That
and Draven just is done with it, and he's going to move on.
Okay.
He realizes that she wants the gem and he's going to leave it there because he's just feeling like this overwhelming grief that he needed to return that gem.
Okay.
After the little scuffle of we need the gem, we keep the gem here, all that, I'll walk in the room now and just be like, I think we need to destroy the gem. I think it's the only way.
What? All right, look, we'll just leave it in the palm of whoever this bride is and go on our way. All right, we'll come back for it if we need it.
That works.
And go into the
next area.
Yep.
Okay.
So if everybody's ready to move on to the next room, this is what you guys are gonna see. It's a very long and large grand hallway. Pillars of marble stretch all the way across the room. There's gonna be big braziers of fire on each end of the room and at the end that you're currently standing in. Blue fire. Now, when you see this here, what you see is a king sitting atop his throne, staring at you. He has his hands folded, resting on top of a cane, a thick marble black cane with a red ruby on top of the marble black cane. And he's resting his head upon the cane like this, in boredom almost.
Oh man, cool. This gives me
This is so sad.
both. There's some boss in Diablo 3 that's like the Skeleton King or whatever, something like that. Gives me those vibes and solo leveling vibes in the coolest way possible.
Totally. Okay. Is there anything that you guys are doing specifically?
Yes, I've had something planned before we even enter the room. Forgive me, my friends. But Calvin goes, "Oh shit, I forgot my backpack. Don't turn that thing on or anything." And he's gonna run into the room to grab his backpack. But while he does, he also wants to.
Before you
get Laka,
he's gonna chop off that hand.
Get the boss mechanic.
Before you leave, it's actually gonna address you. And it says, "Where do you go, champion? Not scared, are we?"
Oh.
Okay.
Do we all hear that?
Yes, it echoes in his head and yours and throughout the entire hall. It's both auditory and telepathic.
He's just going to get his backpack.
Okay, all right.
Yes, he was just going to get his backpack and then cut off the hand of the queen.
You don't know that. Calvin stops. He's not gonna. His view is towards his backpack that he intentionally left behind, but his view stops, twitches a little bit at the word coward. He squares his shoulders and he pivots real slowly, gritting his teeth, and he goes, "Coward? Nah, I ain't no coward." And he's just gonna start sauntering some steps closer towards this skeleton king, gripping really hard at his actually, he's not even grabbing his long pole. He's just gonna kind of tuck in both his hands into his trench coat for a weapon he hasn't revealed yet.
Okay, very cool. And he's gonna just chuckle a bit. And there's the courage I so was to see. And he begins to address the lot of you, and he begins to say, "Warlock, I see your patron. He peers to me as well, but he has no power here. For the last deal I made, sold my soul." Hopefully, it's easy to understand.
Yeah.
Very interesting. I'm gonna nervously look at the rest of my party and just be like, I don't know what he's talking about. And then just be like, well, what do you know?
And without responding to you, he's going to say, "Hunter, am I prey today?" With a chuckle right afterwards. And then last but not least, he's going to look at the Draven, the Spellblade. And he's going to say, "What righteous fury doth thou bring?"
Oh, I bring your gem back to your wife in the other room over there.
And he's going to give you a slight look of confusion from whatever you can tell from a skull face.
Right,
and
head cocked slightly.
Yeah, for real. He's just going to say, "That is from a time I do not remember."
Hold on, can we put a pause on this? And he's going to turn his attention to Tayek and go, Yo, you're a warlock? I always thought you were just a wizard.
I don't know.
Well, it seems like he's insinuating he knows.
That is true. I'm very curious. I'll just kind of
Well,
look
he's
back
also
at the
insinuating
skeleton
you're a
again.
coward.
Yeah, that's
What?
true. He says you are a coward.
No, he was doing that because he wants me to punch him, and I'm real close to punching him right now. I just wanted to talk about the whole warlock situation first.
Well, to be clear, I don't know. I don't know what I am. Turn back to the skeleton guy and be like,
that is the
"What-
key
what is
answer
it?"
to I am a warlock. I don't know where I got these powers from.
okay, that's honestly a really good point.
I guess that means you're a coward, Mr. Calvin.
Okay, you want to fight the skeleton or you want to fight me?
Look what this skeleton's doing. He's making us argue with each other.
Well, I would say yes, but it seems like you're the one making me argue with yourself. All right. Okay. All right. Hold on. Let's pause again. He's gonna turn back to the skeleton king. You want to shed some insight onto the whole death and decay thing you got going on here?
Why don't you remember your beautiful bride? I mean, you're very old, but come on.
Feeling, emotion, memory. All of these I lost thousands of years ago. Tell me, strangers, are you here to save me?
We don't have any clerics in our party.
I think you're beyond saving. You look a little dead to me over here.
That's a nicer way to say what I meant.
Yeah, that's a good point. You already look pretty dead.
But if you'd like to meet your wife again, I can definitely arrange that for you.
Yeah, you're dying on that hill, aren't you?
He's gonna, again, try his best to remember fonder times, but he's almost like someone who's lost to time. Looking around into this grand cathedral here, you're gonna notice that it looks like everything has been worn away by time for so long that it's almost hard to mark. From the remarks of this figure here, it seems like he's been sitting in this throne for thousands of years.
Oh my gosh.
Dang, Gramps.
How
King.
far are we from him?
So it's a large room. You guys are probably a good 100 feet from this dude. But if
Like-
he's you hear him
And we're
as if he's
just
in your
inside.
ear. Sorry.
We're just inside the room, right?
King, would you grant me the audience of a single question?
If I have an answer.
The blue flames that do not burn, how do we get rid of them?
The blue flames, much like the undead, are an embodiment of my will.
He's gonna turn, look behind his party with a little cocked eyebrow of like a.
I would like to go back into the previous room. I'm just gonna Draven's just gonna turn around. I'm gonna go back into the previous room.
Okay. And as you
the-
do so, he's going to try to remark and egg you on a little bit with a remark that kind of messages to you that he knows that you feel grief. Kind of like, feeling guilty, are we?
Oh yes, I am. I am feeling guilty, but don't worry. I'm gonna try to fix that. Like, I still have my I got enough in me that I feel like I know when I want to do something to kind of relieve this grief, and I want to go. Is there going to be anything stopping me from going back into the previous room?
From what you can tell, no.
Then I'm going to go into the room, and I want to go to the bride sitting at that at the table. Was there chains containing the bride to the chair?
Yes. All of the people in chairs were chained to the chairs with chains, but like all of the chains that you've seen so far are made out of that marble as well. The hard marble.
Hard marble. Well, because I know that I was able to break that marble away using my hands. I want to try to break the chains on the bride, and I'm going to carry her back. I'm going to carry her into that room because I want him to remember. Because I've noticed, like every time I brought her up, I'm noticing something about him, and my hope is I'm going to bring her in there and be like, well, right here's your bride. I know you ain't seen her in a while. She's been chained up in this room over here. That's kind of what I'm hoping to get at. I don't know what that's going to take, though.
Okay. So you'd be able to do that for sure. Grabbing her either body or the whole chair and escorting it into the room. If nobody else is doing anything at that time, that's pretty much going to be the focal point of what he's paying attention to. He's going to look at you with kind of like an incomprehensible look. First, confusion. Next, fear. The third, anger. And then just, the feeling. Grief washes over his face. And he says a little something like, "My heart, my soul, gone. The proof before you."
My soul gone, the proof before you.
And he's going to be a little bit miffed that you're jogging his memory, to be honest. Like seeing his dead wife a little bit.
Do I notice anything different with the bride holding the gem at all?
Nope. The bride is still a lifeless body, and the gem is tightly clasped within her hand.
I know, right? Almost like a sidetrack here. I'm gonna go side questing for a second. I'm gonna go a little bit, try to get a little bit closer to this guy, and basically just be like, "You said you know my patron. I don't really want to know, but why? Why is it that I feel this lust for power? What does that mean?"
Your patron, power, all of these become a focal point in some person's life.
He's going to begin to explain to you his need for power. His kingdom was under siege by a force that was not... He can't even remember the force anymore. He doesn't even remember the conflict for which he gave his soul, heart, and life. He begins to recount the different things that you guys have seen across the murals, as he is the one who created the plaques. Those plaques were made from his voice in like his perspective. So he was the one who read out all those plaques after all those people were dead. He'll begin to tell you about the tragedies of the siege of his city, how he sacrificed his life, held up in the kingdom's throne as all of his subjects began to fall around him. And as he gave up his life for lichdom, every single thing around him began to become a part of his domain. All of the souls that died within this area become part of his power and influence. And any of the bodies that were like freshly dead, he was able to turn those into his subjects and his heart. His soul resides with Alara. And so does her soul reside with him.
Okay. Nice. Well, did by that explanation, by the time of that explanation, did Draven figure out the thing?
Yeah. So it's gonna seem pretty likely that that gem has a high importance. He keeps referring to Alara specifically as his heart and soul. So it seems like there's a certain amount of significance here. But everyone around this lich is long gone.
Draven is going to be... So I would have heard all of that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Draven's going to hear that, and he's gonna just keep remembering that image of Alara that was in the gym, and he's going to take a step back, and he's going to use smite and just strike at the gem that's within the skeleton's hand.
Okay, definitely. And as you do so, you're not going to get a lot of pushback or anything like that. You're 100 or so feet away from this lich here, but seems as if he's unable to move from his throne. You do see him still sit forward, kind of up and attentive, but he's looking directly at you. He doesn't remember all of these things, right? They're like on the cusp of memory for him, just slightly fading away. They wouldn't be here if you guys didn't jog his memory. And he doesn't even honestly know why. He springs forward to protect the dead body that you're about to strike, but almost as a reaction, he just hand out like, and as the strike starts to come down upon her hand, the gem breaks within it. And as you guys could probably guess, everything in this area slowly begins to fade away. All of the blackness, all of the blue flame, all of the feelings of undead are being released. And all of these feelings have to go somewhere. There's thousands of souls underneath this lich's power and influence, and there needs to be an afterlife for them to go to. Your patron is screaming for you to claim some of this power, but he's also screaming very, very deeply for you not to touch it at all. As far as it feels like, there's an overwhelming spirit, thousands of different deaths that's happened over thousands of years around this city. And that spiritual influence may or may not be released if they don't have a, I guess, direction to send them. Is anyone a religious person and might be able to send them to the afterlife? Or does maybe a patron want to send them to their domain? Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I would so Draven, not like, I mean, he's not a cleric himself, but his source of power, his connection to his power himself is, you know, it's kind of something that's passed down through his lineage.
Okay.
But it's a power of probably some unknown source what it is. And he just feels like he sees all these souls, and he would say something like, "Don't worry, souls, you are seen, and your weight has been measured. You can go and rest now, where you need to go rest, to try to like let them know they can be at peace."
Okay.
How big is the Skeleton King guy's staff?
So the Skeleton King's staff would fall straight to the ground, and the Skeleton King is a normal, so it's going to be a staff that anyone would be able to use.
Okay, I'm gonna be
And,
like,
sorry.
I know you're good. I'm as soon as Draven says that, it's because, you know, I'm just gonna kind of just be like looking down and just be like, maybe not yet though, and just like sprint at that staff and try to just like grab it. And I don't even know what I'm doing, but I'm just like, you know, obsessively like, I have to try to claim some power for my patron somehow, you know. So I'm just gonna sprint for the staff and grab it.
Okay, definitely. So what we've got going on with Draven, you are trying to touch the hearts and souls of some of the thousands of undead that are releasing power and area of influence. A lot of them are starting to kind of listen to what you have to say, just straight up passing on to their version of the afterlife. A lot of them aren't, though. A lot of them are just disappearing into the world, becoming a wraith, a lich, not lich, a wraith, a spirit, a ghost, white, all of those different things. And so some of them are choosing to accept the afterlife. Some of them have forgotten exactly where they could go. And there's kind of like a spiritual pressure dispersal through all of this going on here. And our Tyek starts getting closer and closer to the staff. He grips it with a assuredness that he's able to control. He's able to command. And with a very, very stern and serious feeling, he simply points to one of the undead and then casts it straight down. It's absorbed into whatever your patron's domain might be. If it's a black hole that absorbs it, then if it's a puddle of like magma or sun, something like that. But whatever you've done has sent that soul straight to the afterlife that your patron has domain over.
Interesting. Neat.
And looking at this staff here, it gives you the ability to command undead.
Oh,
interesting.
It's okay.
I love that.
Cat was gonna walk up and be like, let me see that staff. I want to study it.
So after all of that's said and done, there are a few things that are gonna come from this lich kind of being dethroned. And to be honest, this lich wanted to be dethroned for thousands of years now. He has lost everything he's loved to the point where he can't even remember what he was fighting for. And you're going to have the staff of the Lich King, the crown of the Hollow King, and then there are phylactery fragments. The gem that was broken within the hand of Alara is a bunch of different little shards and dust, but these shards and dust can be used in alchemy, and they can also be used for resurrection once.
Oh, fun. That's neat. Okay.
So there's no dramatic, the whole building begins to crumble as it all sets away. There's just this eerie silence. You know that there are spirits all around, but they're dissipating. They're going to the afterlife, the underworld, and to haunt your next victim. Their next victim.
Important question here. Does Draven feel that sense of grief still?
Oh, you don't actually feel that grief anymore, especially now that the Lich King has started to fade away into existence.
All right.
All right. That's good. It would have been too
I feel
sad.
so much better. Like we just did something good, everybody. Oh, wow. And you got a nice staff out of it. Good on you, Ty.
I'm afraid of the power in my hand, basically. So I'm just like, good to have you back.
Oh, wow. Intense.
Okay. Is that a wrap?
It's actually in a cathedral.
Yeah, not tense.
So yeah, believe it or not, you guys
cool.
have taken out the Lich King, Alaric Vaith. Just like Alara, they shared a fate. His soul was tied to hers within the phylactery of the gem, and they both faded away to the afterlife together.
What a wild ride.
And as you guys do, like, get on out of here, maybe even inform the towns or cities, there's some payment for you for sure. Each of you guys are going to get 500 gold for completing the job. So go ahead and add that now so that way no one forgets.
Okay.
Wow.
You say how much did you say?
500 gold a piece for everybody.
Woo.
Wait, so who got the gem, or do we all get pieces of it? Is it broke?
So it's kind of just up to you guys how you guys want to separate the skull crown staff and the gem fragments. But the gem fragments should in a way be kept as a whole because they are a resurrection.
Oh.
That makes sense.
And you would assume somebody has to consume the gem fragments.
Oh, they have to consume.
Neat.
Oh, that's
Ouch. They'll have a sore throat, but they'll be alive.
Well, I'm glad I made it in smaller pieces for them at least.
Yeah.
So who do any of you want to take those pieces of the gem?
Probably
Anybody?
don't need no fancy help.
And of course, all of these things could just be gathered up and sold if nobody wants the specific item.
I'll take the gem pieces. Oh, well, I was gonna say I'll take the gem pieces and hold them. Yeah.
I'd ironically be willing to part with the staff by being afraid of it, or I'll keep it if no one wants to pick up on that story bit, you know? So either is fine with me.
Did we notice anything when we picked up the crown at all?
The crown, it kind of has the same feeling that the staff has. Being a set in a way, the Lich King was able to command the undead. The crown amplified that as well as the staff. So it's just undead material, more or less.
Yeah, Draven's just gonna be like, I don't want to have anything to do with any of that. It don't feel good.
I like Draven.
Yeah.
Just a pure lad. Well,
All right.
I'll keep the staff.
Cassidy, did you take the gem pieces or not?
No. You can have them.
Okay. All right.
Do we want to sell the crown, or what's the move? Is Calvin taking the crown?
Calvin only takes things if it's related to food or if it has historical value to add to his like arsenal of his collection of
Okay.
So, but it is like, I guess, is it inherently dangerous to have this item because he doesn't like things?
He's not
it
about
is-
taking up a curse.
Yeah.
It's not inherently dangerous to have them. And a historian such as yourself would recognize that this looks to be what seems like a 5,000-year-old crown.
Yeah, so he'll take the crown then. He's more of a collector of weapons because that's his whole thing, but he doesn't mind like history buff stuff either. He's got a cool story to tell here.
I'm
Nice.
curious on how Tyke feels with trying to release the staff at this point.
Yeah, right. I might even be like, well, I'll swap for the crown kind of thing. Like, then I'll just be like, well, maybe not, actually. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the whole staff thing, I'm just going to, I want to hold on to it and like study it and figure it out. Like, I'm definitely curious about it, but I'm like more afraid of it. And so I still want it. So I'm just going to like shove it in my bag real quick. Just be like, I'm not going to think about that, but I want it.
That's future me's problem.
Okay.
Yeah,
Out of curiosity,
exactly.
was the intention for us to take that gem when I took it? Was it intended for us to take it around that same time?
So the gem was kind of like a bait as like a focal point. I kind of would figure you
Yeah.
guys would either leave it there or avoid the encounter entirely. But the gem is the Lich's phylactery, which if you guys didn't have easy access to the phylactery, it would have been probably a fight with the Lich.
So early on, when Mr. Dirt shot that round and Draven said, "Shoot at the gem,"
Right.
if that gem would have got shot at that point, there would that have been destroyed?
What would
Very
you
likely.
have done? Very interesting. Very interesting.
Oh,
That's
interesting. Gosh, yeah,
Never know though.
yeah.
That's true.
Never
It might
know.
be a situation where a Lich just happens to have a phylactery on his forehead too, but we'll see.
You know, I could
See,
also
there
see
you
the
go.
liches, like, because they have to protect it, that they would move in whatever way that they would have to move
Mm.
to sacrifice themselves to protect.
Yeah.
Because that makes sense of when you said when we were attacking them and they were, they were kind of moving back and all that. So, yeah.
Yep. The wraiths were like the people who were protecting the king and queen in the first place. The
Yeah.
first room was the like townspeople who protected the king and queen. They had all hand-me-down armor, kind of like whatever you could toss together. They were the first line of defense against this unknown force that even the Lich King doesn't remember anymore. The third room was a statue made in honor of the shield mating protecting the queen and falling in that courtyard. And you also seen the mural of that. The last room with all the like dead people chained to the tables. After Alaric gave his life through lichdom, all of those people were obviously brought back to life because he had power over the dead. And instead of them being here, losing their mind and deteriorating before his eyes, he chained everybody to the kitchen tables, chairs, and had them all kill themselves because he has control of them.
Oh, that's wild.
Wow.
That's wild.
Wasn't really sure how to
hard.
get that one across, but
Been there.
Yeah. I kind of figured it was something like that. The reason like they were chained like to their seats or their tables. I figured it was something like that. That's awesome.
he wouldn't wish his fate on anyone else that he has ever known or would have known. He forgot anything and everything he ever loved, and he didn't know why he was living, just simply existing. He's not sure if he's been sitting in that chair for hundreds of thousands of years or if it's just been since Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That
think
was
that's,
amazing.
that's time to go for him then.
Yeah.
Yeah, he needed it.
All right. Well, I gotta wake up in 3 hours.
Yeah, same here.
Really?
Yeah.
You guys are crazy.
I gotta be at work. I'm on Eastern time or Central time, and I
Nice.
gotta be at work at 5:36. So I'll be all right.
Yep.
Okay.
Same.
So
Same.
sorry.
That's all good. All right, cool. Chris, Finn, super cool playing with you guys. Thanks for joining. Very fun.
Yeah, definitely.
You guys are so cool.
Yeah, thank you for letting me join and especially jump in tonight. Like short notice, I really appreciate it. I'm glad it worked out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Literally kind of threw this together, like threw Draven together pretty quickly. And I was talking to my wife at the same time and throwing stuff down, like, okay, I think this will work. And I was like, you know what? I want to use this Terraborn somehow. I've been looking at it for a little while in the magazine, and so yeah, I found a way to use it. So glad it worked.
Yeah.
It's
super
really cool.
Yeah.
I like Draven
right.
a lot. Personality's great. It's perfect.
All
I also
right, well,
like
hey, I
Calvin a
appreciate.
lot. He's very excellently stone-faced, I guess you could say. He's good. Very good character. I like that.
Calvin. I know Calvin loves Draven. Deep down, Draven knows it. Draven knows it deep down.
Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Have a good night,
fun.
everybody.
What?
I'm getting out of here.
Everybody, hey, thanks a lot. See you guys later.
Have a good one, guys.
Cheerio.
Thanks for playing.
Bye.